We live. We live.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to the worldwide family. Peaceful Sabbath, y'all. As we get about our Abba's business, y'all, we're going to get right to it. We got a few things to go over today, so, y'all, we ain't going to belabor the fact. Gonna get this prayer on, y'all. We're going to get started.
All praise to the Most High God.
All praise.
Praise in the name of His only begotten Son. Psalms 137.
Yes, sir.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down.
Mm.
Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion.
Yeah.
We changed our hearts unto the wilderness in the midst thereof.
Mm.
For there they carried us away captive, requiring of us a song. And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion.
Yes, sir.
How shall we sing the Elohim song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
Mm.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Remember, O Elohim, the children of Peter in the day of Jerusalem,
Yes, sir.
who said, raise, raise, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Yeah. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
Hallelujah. Say it. Yes, sir. Shabbat shalom once again, the worldwide family, y'all. Peaceful Sabbath. As we get about our Abba's business, uh, y'all know how we do before we start. Uh, we like to send shouts out to our sick and shut in. First and foremost to our Tobias, who's doing extremely well. Shouts out to y'all, Tobias. I know your wheels are still right now controlling the video. Shouts out to y'all.
One
Also to
love,
that
bro.
our brother
All praise.
V. Our brother V had a little surgery last week, y'all, and he's recovering really well. So he sends his thanks for all of the prayers uh, that helped him get through that surgery. Uh, to our Aunt Moses, he lost his aunt down south. She battled for a little while, y'all, but she made that transition. So to the family of Aunt Moses, y'all, we're praying for him, for comfort in this time. Also to our Aunt Ariel, the orator that usually sits to my left, got a hold of a little bit of that bad lettuce. Yeah, so he's in full swamp water effect. So yeah, no, he got a little stomach ache, it's troubling him just a little bit. But yeah, but praying for that ark that everything settles down
He didn't get to eat Mimo.
You didn't get to who?
Mimo, don't eat the salad.
Yeah, but you know how it goes. By the
I
time
had it because I had it
when
before
you
they
swallow
came out.
it, then you think about it. So, you know,
Praise.
yes, sir. Go ahead there.
And all praises. Can the family lift up prayer for my 10-year-old nephew? He had sickle cell, and they gave him a surgery to replace blood vessels in his brain today. And that surgery went well. After the surgery, he had a stroke, and
No.
he can't move his right side.
10 years old, Xavier, speaking of.
And I'm going to see him after we leave here today.
Yes, sir. We're praying for that young guy because he make a
He has been in class before too.
Yeah. And one good thing for him, y'all, he has youth on his side, so he's got what's called building blocks
Yes, sir.
that are still building, so they can recover themselves pretty rapidly. What you got with that, Sister Karen?
Nobody's heard anything from my grandson, Joshua.
Still have not heard anything. Nobody, no family member. Do he got a cell phone at all? They don't know that either.
My daughter, she talks to his friend, but that's still not him.
Okay, still not him. So hopefully he'll make contact.
He was staying with his friend,
Right.
and also his son.
He's over 21? Okay, yeah.
His son works for Danny Terry Morgan, has been a long friend of mine.
No, he's even you.
Terry Morgan.
Okay, Terry Moore. All praise is show needed. Well, Sister Karen, also still continue condolences for your brother-in-law, Todd Shepard.
That's about it. I had his pictures in our room.
Yeah,
Pray for him when I leave in the morning.
Yeah.
When I come home at nighttime, and this time I just had to take all the pictures down
yeah.
to my room.
Just keep them in your mental game. Absolutely. What you got with Sister
The
Riley?
lady that was contacted that was unidentified the board, my brother texted me yesterday, to step to her.
Oh, well,
The story behind that was, he said, he been gone with the bed, been missing her for 3 weeks.
wow.
But he said they got her body from on Broadway in Bakery.
On Broadway in Bay?
But they got it on the apartment, and they said that the people who stayed there the body said that they didn't know this was her. That she was walking down the street, and she was overheated, and they let her come in, and they claimed exactly what the laundromat, and when they got back. they-
Left a stranger in their house.
Yeah, it sounded like that she was sitting there dead. That's the
Yeah.
story that he got.
Yes, smell like a dead cat on the line. As our elder Levi Raphael would say, it's a dead cat on the line somewhere with that. But also shouts out to our fam over in the Holy Land, our Emo Israel, our Emo Naomi, and also our uncle and cousin, Akda Ben Israel, as well as Sheb and Sister Nakia and family. Shouts out to y'all in the homeland. Y'all, we hope it's quieted down just a bit and maybe the bombs will stop long enough to give you a peace of mind. Also, y'all just want to send shouts out to that G Montgomery up there in King George. Shouts out, G, as well as Kevin Jenkins and our sister Colette Roberts. Shouts out to you, Sister Colette, as well as that Ben Monroe and Ron and Betty Lemon. Shouts out to y'all. Keisha Giles, shouts out to you. Also, Beautiful Creation, shouts out to y'all as well as all the family, the ATL, the KC fam. Indy fam, Memphis fam, shouts out to all of y'all if I missed you. But y'all, we're gonna get right into it. Y'all, we're moving right into the final portion of Know Thy Spiritual Letters, which Elijah was gonna leave again, but he got called away for an assignment, y'all, that he couldn't miss. So we'll pick up the slack for that, brethren, and get the final of this Know Your Spiritual Letters. But what we're going to finish it off with is when the spirit of truth is voided because the letters are masqueraded as truth from the dark side. So as much as we're giving you right now, we have to tell you how Satan is going to try to alter the letters. And it's going to be done as we don't have a case study with Abraham because all of this boils down to the promise that he received. Okay, Tubai sent me a couple questions. Is that what you get ready to say, Tubai?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first question, lonely savant. Shabbat Shalom, family. One love to y'all. I'm ready. Starting off with a question, okay? Word is these AI data centers are actually a cover up for underground cities, bunkers. How do you guys feel about that? And also, Shabbat Shalom, family. Okay, okay. So, AI centers. Well, the problem is, Shalom, ID. The AI centers are front and center. If there's anything underground, y'all, we're going to tie into that a little bit of knowing your spiritual letters today because the Antichrist is going to try to alter the letters. So that'll be the second part of this class, and them masquerade as an angel of light. Y'all, but if we truly understand this, I would suggest everyone go back and check out the very first Terminator movie because this is what is being copied off of. And y'all, what we have to understand, when we're saying they're using demon technology, I want you to understand the weapons that were used when they crossed over the flood has nothing or can't even compare with laser weapons, the weapons that they have like now, or nuclear holocaust. So if that was back when Adam and Eve were coming up, then that lets you know how great that demon technology was because it just copied it. But because we had to start from a base man, Adam, because he didn't want to understand or live in paradise at that time, what it had to offer, we had to start from ground zero as if we had to build our own path. We had to start from the sweat of our brow. So we started with bow and arrows, and then we go to shanks and then knives until now we're getting with rockets. Now we're getting with nuclear rockets. Now we're getting with submarines and drones. So what we're doing is slowly getting back to the power that was used in the war of heaven, y'all. The Garden of Eden was not Grant's phone. The Garden of Eden made the city of Atlantis look like the Garden of, Grant's home. Or any, where it just showed the kingdom looking like fruit trees and a few lambs walking around. No, y'all, we're talking about a super powerhouse kingdom that they don't have the technology right now. Little by little is being revealed to them. But they've gotten the part that they need, and it's called being capable of eliminating every individual on Earth right now. If China, Russia, and the United States launch a nuclear warhead, there will be no more people on this Earth. Y'all, that's what we at right now. So I want y'all to understand that's the type of warfare that was going on in the war in heaven. Nuclear war, because it destroyed planets. These asteroids that hit here, all of that was part of that war in heaven, y'all. So they had the supernatural capability, but it's coming back, and the demons are revealing it slowly by slowly to them. But it only gonna destroy themselves because the demons is presenting it to them. They're gonna bomb themselves out because the remnant will be protected with the hedge that Satan always had a problem with. Take that hedge of protection away from them. No, sir. No, sir. They're believers. Absolutely. They think they can take it away. If it were possible, y'all, but he's going to do some signs and some wonders, y'all. And signs and wonders, y'all, we're going to get right into it. Too bad, do we have any more questions? I hope that answered it for you, Lonely Savant. Today's lesson will
No,
go
sir.
further into detail with it.
That was all the questions.
Okay, so y'all, today's lesson, once again, know thy spiritual letters, the final part 4. And we're going to start the final off with the homework that Elijah left. Also, we need to understand the numbering of what he called the 7 dualities. And it just said what man was made of.
That's right.
2 arms, dual. 2 hands, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils. So you understand each letter was designed to govern those body parts. So when you're hearing certain Hebrew words, y'all, like the Antichrist wants you to hear, there's certain people have different languages, y'all. And when we think about spiritual fornication, that's first before it ever gets physical. And that's what the Most High is saying when he's saying, look, don't make marriages with it. Y'all, he's not talking about the people first. He's talking about their doctrine. That's what most people do. Or if a man marry a woman, the first thing she does is get you to accept her doctrine. It's not her. She's getting you to fornicate against your God with her God. They don't come with them first. They ask you, well, if you want this, you're going to have to get with my God. Samson did it. Solomon did it. So, y'all, we understand that when he's saying that, he's not talking about carnal flesh first. He's talking about spiritually chasing another God and trying to have as a side chick. Like these camps, sneaking in the Book of Mormon, sneaking in the Kabbalah, and say they Israelites. They can say it all they want, but they are flirting around with strange doctrine. And how you know it is because they say the woman was wicked.
But they flirting around with other nations and they went.
Absolutely, that's what we're talking about. And excusing the spiritual portion of it. These women ain't just was lured in or something, they lured them in. Because they got them doing their behavior. What you got over there, LC? Like things like a violation of Romans 1:20. If I have more than one wife, I'm wore out. So as long as I'm in the room, they are allowed to violate Romans 1:20.
No.
Woman on woman.
No.
The script says abomination, but I say, if I'm in the room, y'all can have at it.
I say you need some rest.
Boy, look here. Look here, boy. So that's what we're talking about, a change in spiritual doctrine, and the letters of righteousness change to fornication. So we're going to do the second half of this lesson about how Satan get them to change their letters, and they spell iniquity and fornication. Because that's all they teaching when they teaching Hebrew words, they're teaching fornication. Because they got to focus on the word, but not the behavior. What you got back there, LC? Is it like paganism? Well, it's greater than paganism because paganism is kind of that's just like somebody saying I'm spiritual but don't know why. Ain't got no reason, ain't got nobody to know. What we're talking about is a practice. Like Jezebel got Ahab to follow along with her 450 Baal priests. So that means they're priests, that means they're doing practices. Lighting incense, doing sacrifices. That's what it means, man, when we chase after that. And that's what a lot of these people are doing, wearing hexagrams and saying it belongs to Israel. No, that came out of the Kabbalah. That's a different group, y'all, that has a different outcome. And they're called modern day Pharisees and Sadducees. So if our righteousness don't exceed that, the word they say they have power to allow you to sin. I want y'all to understand that. If I'm in the room with you, you can sin.
Ain't that a witness?
That felony list of sin.
Ain't that another witness against you?
Boy, come on here. But they put it off on them. Oh, that was them, getting their liquor license. I'm going to leave it at that. So, y'all, today's lesson, once again, know thy spiritual letters, the final part 4. Y'all know how we get down to our one and only high priest, Yeshua HaMashiach, locally known as Jesus the Christ. He brings forth the law after the order of Melchizedek, which he is the high priest of, given to him by his Father. He brings forth the law to every male, female, rich, poor, free, bond, Jew, and Gentile. So, y'all, we're going to start this off with just the homework that Elijah had, but Elijah has like from kindergarten to high school graduation of notes. So we have to just get that to the heart of it because homework, y'all must have had about 30 of them. We're going to kind of blend them down into about 10, and just get right to the heart of it. And he wanted this as well because he didn't want it to just get, over abundant, so to speak, to the point that where you start to lose a little bit of it. So y'all, we're going to get right to the homework part. And the first one is Isaiah 40 and 10 and 11. Isaiah 40, verse 10 and 11, we're going to run the homework, and it's going to wrap up our letters of Hebrew learning. And once again, y'all, the longest chapter in the Bible, Psalm 119, is our alphabet. You will see when you turn to Psalm 119, Aleph for the first verses, then 9 through 16, you'll see Beth. So our alphabet is listed in there, but it's tied to commandments, not this word communion or word etymology. Is tied to obedience. What you got, Ebon? You got something?
So here's the thing, as I was, with our homework, I noticed one thing that a lot of this, with the Hebrew alphabet, Psalm 119, we can't do anything without that song.
Oh, it's impossible. You can't, because that's what corrects you, is what keeps you in line. Nothing runs without rule of law. Nothing in the universe, nothing exists without the rule of law. Nothing. Precept upon precept means rule of law upon rule of law. Your two witnesses must be based off the rule of law so that you don't go left field and you wind up like these camps talking about. As long as I'm in the room, y'all can practice that.
I'm saying,
Y'all can be bull daggers.
you can't.
As long as he in the room. Who is he to give out rights to bull daggerism?
He's a witness against you.
Let's get it, y'all. Go ahead, you want to say yes on that? Go ahead, Imam.
And go along with that, when we say we love the Most High,
Yeah.
that means that you follow those laws.
Well, it's just like
I mean,
love is what man tells you love is. They'll give it a different name like agape love, and they call it unconditional love. But that ain't in the Bible. The Bible has conditions about love, and love is the keeping of the commandments. So if you're saying the commandments are done away with, then you can't have the love of the Most High. Y'all understand? Because love is the keeping of the commandments. If you love the Most High, you'll do what he tell you. See, but we're going to get some clear understanding on all these questions today, y'all. So we're going to jump right at it. We need a definition. Okay, I tell you what, Zaya, before we finish, no, I'll tell you what, we get to homework, then we get into that, to the signs and definition. But go ahead, Zaya, we're going to get right into Isaiah 40.
Yeah.
Verse 10 and 11, y'all clearing up a little bit of homework.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 10. Behold, the Elohim Yahweh will come with strong hand.
What we going to come with?
With strong hand,
Uh-huh.
and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him.
So his arm is it's saying the Father coming with power, and his arm is the Messiah.
Yeah.
It's his right hand man. He sits to the right of. Go in.
Verse 11. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd.
What he gonna feed it like?
Like a shepherd.
Uh-huh.
He shall gather the lambs with his arm and carry them in his bosom.
Uh-huh.
And shall gently lead those that are with young.
Yes, sir. So we see what a shepherd does, a true shepherd. So y'all, this is what we're talking about. The letters spell out the true shepherd. It spells his name out. If it's spelling another shepherd, like when you talk about 666, it's spelled Negro Caesar, and what's on the post and different things. Emmanuel, Yeshua must be the correct letters for us to understand. Which guy would is even
It
you?
goes back to the first letter of the alphabet.
Yes, sir.
Aleph, which is the sound of the beginning.
In the beginning, yes, sir.
Of the ox, which is
Yeah.
the spirit of the majesty of the creator. Us being led by that spirit.
Absolutely.
Ox being led by the Holy.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So exactly what he's saying, y'all, those letters will point us to the right direction.
Right, that's exactly what.
Because you cannot spell for unlawful carnal knowledge and call it righteousness. I don't care how you put letters together. Go ahead, Buck.
And with that same horn, we still hear it. When it's blowing through the trumpet, they use that horn, they.
Absolutely.
And those who hear the horn,
Yeah,
they take notice of the horn, but except for those who disobedient.
absolutely. They're gonna be like, man, we heard that yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to the very next one. Let me answer this question real quick, brother. I just sent. Out Israel Hill 314, Shalom out Israel Hill. What are the groups that say the hexagram is ancient Hebrew that spells out David, in my opinion, and idol is an idol? But is there any truth to that? Absolutely zero. David never had it, never wore it. He says all through the Psalm, the Messiah is my shield, the Most High is my shield. He never had it. Solomon only dealt with it when he fell into the dark side after listening to his wives that turned his heart. That's when it came up, and it's technically called the seal of Solomon. It ain't got nothing to do with David. Nothing. It's a witchcraft symbol. Y'all, we ain't never used idols or war idols or nothing like that under no circumstance. The only one that ever had on anything with rubies or diamonds thing was our high priest after the order of Aaron, and they were set perfectly, but they were never told to worship them or use them, that breastplate for anything to help out. Which got amazing.
David himself said, the Lord is my shepherd.
That's what he said. That's what David said.
The Most High, the power,
Yes, sir.
me strength.
David said in Psalm 110, the Lord said to my Lord, sit thou on my right hand till I make the answer after the order of Melchizedek. He ain't said nothing about no shield of David. That's these camps, y'all, that's sneaking into the Kabbalah.
That's right.
And the apocryphal, because they want you to think that they have a special knowledge. The knowledge is dark speeches and sentences that they get out of them books that they know you ain't been into.
Nor should you even go.
No, it shouldn't even go that way. So let's move it on, y'all. Watch them camps, y'all. They enter 4 or 5 different doctrines, and they love commandments of me. And we're going to get some more this year. I'm going to see that they are nothing more than modern day Pharisees. So we'll be able to identify when we see who the Messiah was up against, when we see who Paul was up against. The enemies, the foes of our household are our enemies. Our own people, y'all.
They got them fringes too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, next script, y'all. Ephesians 1, 10 through 12, y'all. We just covering homework that Brother Elisha left for us. But y'all, we have to go over homework like OG say. OG Jeremiah, he said, you know how homework is. All that means the book just got closed up in class for the end.
That don't mean you too.
That don't mean you do. But they'd be through for us if we didn't go back over it. So Ephesians chapter 1, verse 10 through 12.
You know, one of my favorite scriptures.
Shalom, sis. Shalom, sis. How you doing?
Okay.
Ephesians chapter 1, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Paul, an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach,
What was Paul?
an apostle of Hamashiach.
Now, notice
Sure.
these camps say who ordained Paul as a minister. We ain't seen as an apostle. We ain't seen none of that. Who ordained you as third in command of all heaven and earth? Who ordained you to ride on a horse in on the Passover like you the Messiah? Who ordained that?
He didn't
Well,
ride.
we know Paul,
He did
It's-
ride in. He was brought.
no, he was brought in, led in, you should say.
He couldn't control the horse.
Ephesians chapter 1.
Ephesians chapter 1, verse 1.
No, we're going to verse 10.
We're going all the way to 10.
No, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna do 10 through 12.
Oh, I thought you said 1.
No, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 10 through 12. Y'all, we just hitting the quick homework. Y'all read all in between and after. We just wanted to cover the homework, y'all, that was to wrap up the letters as far as on the righteous side of the letters.
That was
because the letters must spell out Messiah. They cannot spell out another Savior. And that's what these people with Hebrew words are doing. So, sister, we're in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 10.
That was my bad. I like to start at verse 1 and I
Yes, sir.
took it upon myself. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 10. That in the dispensation of the fullness of times, he might gather together in one all things in Hamashiach.
In who?
In Hamashiach.
Uh-huh.
Both which are in heaven and which are on earth.
So you hear a lot of Sunday churches say dispensation. Oh, he does things in dispensation. But you have to understand each dispensation, or it's a block of time, is all to fulfill one prophecy. It's just done in pieces. Y'all understand what we're saying? It's done in pieces. Dispensations is groups of time.
Yep.
So he said all of the dispensation gonna end up back to Genesis 3:16. A child is born who's gonna fix the fault of Adam and Eve. The ruler who was sitting on the tree of life in the Garden of Eden, which was his throne. So y'all have to understand his throne was a super powerhouse kingdom. Y'all, it was not Grant's form. That would be the same thing of little babies on clouds with harps. That's a figment of somebody's imagination. But we're talking about greatness. We're talking about power. We're talking about
Majesty.
more power that will destroy their power that can destroy everything on earth. Messiah shut down their nuclear warheads. That's why they keep saying we always see things coming over Area 50. What they're saying is our nukes are being rendered powerless if something supernatural happens. Well, all the Most High have to do is cut the grid. Them nukes will go anywhere, and they keep saying AI, like the one I said, AI, y'all, has been released, and they say one of them has already gone rogue. It's sending viruses and things, they can't control it. That's why we're talking about the Terminator. Those type of movies, y'all, get us ready for the future because they're warning their servants and soldiers. Y'all, if y'all think it's just Hollywood, Hollywood don't have his own imagination. It reads the script from the devil. See, because he wants you to say on Judgment Day, I never saw. Did you watch TV at all? Did you look at the newspaper? Did you see anything? You should have saw the deception of the devil through movies or however he tries to deceive one, because there's no other script on earth from beginning to end. From Alpha and Omega, there's no other scripts. There's no head above the serpent. Notice they don't never ever bring out a terrifying movie that where Satan ain't in charge, that Satan has a ruler.
Yep.
They just want you to fall in love with him and bring him to the marriage ceremony with you. Let's get some more here. Let's get that.
Verse 11.
Yes, sir.
In whom also we have obtained an inheritance.
What have we obtained?
An inheritance,
Uh-huh.
being predestined
Uh-huh.
according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own wish.
So let's understand predestined again. The Most High knew we would be born in this time. Not like individuals say, okay, this one will be birthed to do right, we're going to do this. No, it's individuals. He said, in this time slot, in this dispensation, I'm going to pour out these spirits on individuals. You either accept it and do the will of God, or Satan will get you to turn on that spirit.
That's right.
And that's a horrible thing to do, y'all, to turn on it. He didn't say you were predestined to do bad. It can't be a judgment day. Anybody that's teach you that do not have law and judgment in any of the documentation. Just keep listening to them. You'll never hear the law and judgment day. All they do is say, well, you were born to do that. So my son got killed, in that bank trying to rob it. God set him up to be a bank robber.
You set it up to be a bankrupt.
They say you can't judge me.
Right. Well, you can't judge. We can judge the matter, though. Because judgment means to call the final decision on you. We can't judge nobody, but we can judge a matter because we have to judge right and wrong. If you do this, brother, they're going to kill you. You can't judge me. That's a warning.
That's it.
We can warn with judgment, but we can't say If you do that, I guarantee you going to the lake of fire. We don't have the power to judge like that. That's the Most High's power.
Judge according to the statutes and law.
Statute, laws, and judgment, y'all, and all we do is blow the trumpet like Ezekiel 33. We got the Holy Feast Day of Trumpets coming up, y'all, and that's what it means. Don't let nobody tell you can't judge me when you're warning them. If I do what I'm telling you to do, both of us will be in the lake of fire. At least add that if that's the case.
Right.
But you're saying we can't do that back. That's not judging. The people that respond back like that don't understand the scripture at all. And they're saying, get off my bad side.
They just want you to shut up.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
So they can do what they do.
So we have to do what we doing. Go ahead, Zeb, where we at?
You gotta die for something.
You got it out. Yeah, that's what they say, yeah. Well, you don't want it to be that felony list.
Yeah,
Okay, so y'all going to the next. Did you get verse 12?
verse 12.
Yeah.
That we should be to the praise of his glory,
Uh-huh.
who first trusted Christ.
Yeah, so y'all, that's the whole goal. He has to say to his father, he's worthy. He's worthy. I prayed for him. Father, I know where his spirit and his heart. That don't mean the Messiah is vouching for you to the point that you can't do no wrong. It's just like he said, the Father gave me 12 disciples. I lost one. He didn't say one was manufactured or premeditated to be lost. He said one was lost because he see how Satan gonna go at it. Satan likes to get into the household. He likes to divide. That's why he always comes to the weaker vessel in your house. He starts there first. He started in the Garden of Eden the same way. Why would he change his tactics and they work all the time? Why? We only do that, try something new, and it don't work. No, he uses what he been using since the war in heaven when he conned a third of the angels. See, we so worried about Adam, we ain't looking at he conned supernatural.
You better talk.
Supernatural was conned. And y'all talking about subtlety and the whispering what he does? Oh, he can whisper and clothes will fall off. Just with a whisper. Let's get some more. We're going to Zeb, more homework. James 3, 17 and 18, verse 17 and 18. Going to the book of James, chapter 3, verse 17 and 18.
You know, there was a man recently, and that he was from outside the United States, and he said that what he did to make these women, and it made me remember what you just said. He said only thing he did was he didn't tell them that he was a pimp, but he said what he did was he would just tell them hint to them certain things.
Yeah, because there is no pimp that gets with all the woman. He ain't gonna damage his product, or he don't want his product going roll. He don't care nothing about that. He whispers what you need to do if you want to be with him. He convinces you that to love multiple other ones, he'll still love you. Now you women know that. That's silly women talk.
Silly.
If I send you out here to sleep with every man on the corner for $20 or $40, how do I love you? How do they believe it? He whispers that. He whispered is like the movie we all talk about that's good for multiple or anybody into that crazed doctrine. Hustle and flow. He was whispering, say I'm in charge. I'm in charge of what? Let's get started. James chapter 3, verse 17, 18.
James chapter 3, we start at 16.
Okay.
Verse 16, 17, and 18.
Yes, sir.
For where envy and strife
No, what you saying? Start at 14, Zeb, if you will.
No, my book started 13.
13?
Yeah.
That's it, y'all. Go ahead, 13, Zeb.
one,
No, Zeb, no, 13. Go ahead. Go ahead.
True and false.
Yeah.
True and false.
James chapter 3, verse 13.
And y'all, look, what happens is, y'all, a lot of times we'll say go 3 before or 3 after. This is just 3 before, so we still in line. Go ahead, Doug. You know, only on occasion we'll jump all the way back to the beginning. Go ahead, Zeb, if you will.
James chapter 3, verse 13.
Yes, sir.
Who is a wise man?
Who is a
wise
what?
man endowed with knowledge?
He asked, who is it? Go ahead.
Let him show out of a good conversation his work with meekness of wisdom.
So he has to do a conversation, y'all. So he has to speak to you. Wisdom. Ain't no wisdom in foolishness. See, even though it may look like it has power, like they call the wisest man that ever lived Albert Einstein. But his wisdom is connected to splitting the atom, not for electricity for everybody, to never have an electric bill or power to run the entire world. His was to split the atom to create nuclear holocaust that will wipe every man, woman, and child off this earth. You call that wisdom?
Total destruction.
Total destruction. And they call that wisdom. It's the wisdom of the devil.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
Let's get some more.
Verse 14.
What's say, Mom? Absolutely. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your heart,
Word.
glory not and lie not against the truth.
So, y'all, any bitter envying, y'all, strife in your heart, no, this ain't for you. Go ahead.
This wisdom descendeth not from above, but it's earthly, sensual, and devil.
So it says, bitter and envy and strife didn't come up from above. This come off the earth.
That's right.
Righteousness is from above. Ain't no bitter and envy. That was thrown out, y'all understand?
Yep.
Right? Envy was get out of here.
Cast down.
Cast out. Get out. Take your partners with you. Get out. Ain't none of that in the heaven. That's down here with us because he told us he's coming down to y'all to cause the same promotion he was having up here. But just like we threw him out of your house. Throw him out because if you don't throw him out, y'all will be divided. What you got, AZ?
He's been warning us from the beginning.
Yeah.
And he shall come to national reign as I angel.
As an angel like y'all, and that's how it always is. It look like it's friendly, but it's ready to cause strife. Let's get.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work.
You know why? Because the law is not mentioned. The law is not what sets everything in place. It becomes down to personal reasons. So envy and strife stays because it don't have a superior ruler
Everybody.
to put it back in corrects. You become the ruler and it becomes your rules. And and so the envy and strife just continues, y'all, because we won't listen to the chief ruler.
That's why it's so many camps now.
Yes, sir. But this verse 18 that we're going to get into that tells you if you follow these rules, peace will come. It's automatic. Go ahead, yeah.
Verse 17.
Yeah.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure.
What is it first?
Pure.
So, y'all, there's no bad wisdom that comes from on high. They would never tell you nothing like as long as I'm in the room, y'all can commit fornication. Because it's pure first. But they look at it as tampered with first. Like they say the Messiah's mama was tampered with.
The book was camp.
And the book was tampered with. That's not pure, y'all. But it's impure in their minds.
That's how we did that thing.
And what they get you to do is chase their impure mind. Let's get some more.
Verse 17.
Yeah.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure. Then peaceable.
Then what?
Then peaceable. Gentle. And easy to be
Entreated. Yes, sir.
Full of mercy.
Full of what?
Full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy.
See, what it means by that is, y'all, you won't have to argue about it. It is what it is. Truth is an absolute.
Right.
If it say do it this way, do it that way. You can't do it the other way and expect truth to happen. It's just going to bring more chaos.
Do it your way. Do it.
Or do it without will. It's just going to bring more chaos, y'all. Let's get some more.
And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace.
The fruit of righteousness. And what we read the fruit of Galatians, you know, the fruits of the Spirit.
First fruit.
We read it in Matthew 12, Matthew 7. You'll know a tree by its fruits. So, y'all, this is what we're talking about. But whatever fruit they producing, if it can't be found written accordingly, according to law, y'all don't listen to it. It ain't hard not to listen to it. But why we want to listen to it? Because we want to
I
edify.
want to hear a lie.
Yeah.
Love.
Lie to me.
Yeah.
Make me feel better.
Or
Smooth thing.
bang. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sirach chapter 15, we're going in the Apocrypha or Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus, how's it going? Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 15. And y'all, we're wrapping up the letters, going over the homework that Brother Elias left for us. Like we always say, y'all read verses above and below, but we getting right to the heart of the matter so we can get you right into the area how Satan gonna bring this other language, spelling Hebrew words that spell fornication. Just like bro just asked, is the hexagram? No. I don't know where them letters come from. Ain't no hexagram. You ain't never seen it on David clothing. You ain't never seen it nowhere.
Ain't never came out of his mouth.
Ain't never came out of his mouth.
But you heard Isaiah talking against it.
Yes, sir. Restore the rim frame.
That's
Yeah. Let's get it. Sirach chapter 15. We're going to start about verse 10.
Book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 15, verse 10.
Yes, sir.
For praise shall be uttered in wisdom.
Y'all see how praise is uttered in wisdom. Pride is not uttered in wisdom. Pride is uttered in envy and jealousy and my dung don't stink.
You should have went back.
Huh?
You should have back up to one.
Yes.
We're going to go to one. He actually had it all at one, but.
I was there. I agreed the first
Yeah.
time. And he said 10, so I just
Yeah.
skipped those down, kept my mouth closed.
Well, let's run it then. Yes, sir.
Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 15, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
He that feareth the Most High will do good.
What will he do?
He will do good.
He first have to know what fear is, though, to do good. Go ahead.
And he that have knowledge of the law shall obtain her.
So see how fear and law, so it keeps us away from the fear that the devil brings, which is false. F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. That's the deception. False evidence look like it's real evidence. Not that fear, because the law won't let you get into false evidence. It's impossible to get into false evidence with the law because the law is the light. And wisdom is the lamp thereof. Let's get some more.
Verse 2.
It's the lamp thereof.
And as a mother shall she meet him
Uh-huh.
and receive him as a wife married of a virgin.
Yes, sir.
With the bread of understanding.
What kind of bread?
The bread of understanding shall she feed him and give him the water of wisdom to drink.
Wisdom.
He shall be stayed upon her.
Uh-huh.
He shall not be moved. He shall rely upon her and shall not be confounded.
Uh-huh.
She shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation shall she open his mouth.
Uh-huh.
He shall find joy and a crown of gladness,
Uh-huh.
and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name.
Y'all, that's what you want. Wisdom give you your name, and it lasts forever because you be known as a wise one, not as one that the wise men of Teman, the top Edomites in Genesis 36, when it lists his 12 tribes, the wise men of Teman. See, these are like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Those are the wise men of Teman, of the Edomites. But their whole mission is destruction of planet Earth because they know their time is running short. Go ahead, Ted.
Verse,
Yes, ma'am.
So you can tell me I can't tell beer.
You can't do what?
I can't.
Tale bearing is a sin. If you pass information that you don't have proof of and you ain't following rules, you're a tale bearer. That means you're just telling tales, you know, like Our mamas wouldn't let us say lie. They say you telling the tale.
What was the question?
Emo asked, so we can't do false, bear false
Tailbearing.
tail bearing under no
If
circumstances.
somebody tells you something and you don't know it for sure, you better not repeat
You
it.
better not repeat it.
Yeah,
Under no circumstances. There's rules to be that for that. Let's get some up.
That means you put all your trust in that person.
Shall we go?
What if they made it up?
Uh-oh.
Now you sending it out to somebody else.
Yes, sir.
And now they sending it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Come on now.
so we got a lot of people following. Yeah, a lot of that goes on. Yeah, following. Yeah.
Verse 7. But foolish men shall not attain unto her, and sinners shall not see her.
Uh-huh.
For she is far from pride, and men that are liars cannot remember her.
That's right.
Praise is not seemingly in the mouth of a sinner, for it is not sent him of the Most High.
Yes, sir.
For praise shall be uttered in wisdom,
House of praise be.
and the Elohim will prosper it. Say not thou, it is though the Elohim that I fell away.
So you can't blame it on the Most High. So see, once again, predestination is not that you were born to do wrong.
The Elohim,
It's because you can't say it. If you can't say it, then it ain't in there. Then what's predestined is the dispensations or times that the Spirit will hit the earth to certain individuals, but those individuals can shake the Spirit and go to the left.
Open those doors.
Yeah, go ahead.
11 again. Say not thou, it is through the Elohim that I fell away. For thou oughtest not to do the things that he hates.
No, see, you don't not do what?
The things that he hates.
So why would he have you born to do the
To do
things
something
that he hates?
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all.
That's your own free will.
Yes, sir.
You trying to blame it on somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead, bro.
Psalm 119 again.
Yeah, if the letters, like you say, you can't make curse words.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. Say not thou, he has caused me to err, for he has no need of a sinful man.
See, he has no need of a sinful man. Why would he create one?
God.
Why would he create you to be what you're not, just wicked men who fall off?
Yeah.
Jehoiakim from the tribe of Judah was not predestined to burn the law. He burned it because it testified against him, and he was a king. So that cut the line off for Solomon's line to produce a king. But what came in, but the daughters of Zehoshaphat that amended the law that if a man had no daughters, I had no sons and only daughters, he could still pass his inheritance through a provision in the law that would allow Christ to be born king still from the line of David, but by a different son of David, not Solomon, but moves over to his son Nathan. And that line still, but see, the Most High always got what we call a ram in the bush. You ain't gonna never catch the Most High short. He catch us slipping and short because we don't study to do what? Let's get some up.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
The Elohim hated all abomination.
What do he hate?
All abomination.
Once again, if he hate abomination, he's not gonna lure you into abomination. Shalom, fam. Who is that? Okay.
And they that fear Yah love it not.
Shalom, fam. How y'all doing? All right.
He himself made man from the beginning.
What did he make man from?
From the beginning.
Uh-huh.
And left him in the hand of his counsel. If thou wilt, to keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
Y'all think that keep coming up for a reason and both all books, Old and New Testament, the final of Solomon when he got his mind back right. Y'all, Solomon got his mind back right. All of the books of Ecclesiastes is Solomon coming back to his right mind. Let's get some more.
If thou wilt, to keep the commandments
Uh-huh.
and to perform acceptable faithfulness, He has set fire and water before thee.
What has he said before thee?
Fire and water before thee.
And see, this is one of the principles that Elijah wanted to be expressed in what he has said again before you, fire and water. Go ahead.
Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt. Before man is life and death.
What is before man?
Life and death.
Uh-huh.
And whether him liketh shall be given him.
That, like when Moses was tested and tried, he was an infant.
Yes, sir.
They set the precious stone in front of him in a hot coal.
Right.
He went for the precious stone,
The Most High.
but the Most High.
No, absolutely. He went for the precious stone, absolutely, the onyx stone.
Yeah, and then the Most High's angel stood in there and made him go for the hot stone.
Yeah.
So just to keep them from knowing.
Well, because look, a child was in innocence.
Yeah.
So he automatically was going for the right thing automatically, even though it was a test.
Yeah.
He's 3 years old at this point. So before he know to choose the good and evil, but his chemical makeup made him go for the righteous.
Yeah.
But the angel moved his hand because he would have been slaughtered right there.
They would have revealed the savior of our people from the east.
From Egypt, not only that, but right, it would have told the Pharaoh, this is the boy who's going to replace you. And he ain't of our stock. He's of the enemy stock.
That's right.
So the Most High makes moves and different things, but he never would have had terrible things happen to anybody. That caused Moses to stutter. When he started stuttering, it's because they put that coal on his tongue at 3 years old. It burnt his mouth and made his mouth heavy, his tongue heavy.
Yep.
So that's why Moses stuttered, but it wasn't a bad thing from the Most High.
Oh.
What it was to ensure that he fulfilled his mission. Moses just had to walk through the fire of stuttering.
That's right. That fire and water at the same time.
Yes, sir. And he got better at, like everybody can get better at stuttering. You know how you get better at stuttering? Take your time. Patience is a virtue. If you slow down, then you can hear it. We got Kimmy Will had 7 many strokes. It ain't until he say, let me slow down.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to rush the question he's trying to get out. So he'll say, let me slow down. Once he slows down, you can hear everything. What you got, David?
I'm just saying, my cousin Swan used to do the same thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He don't
He don't stutter no more?
stutter like that no more.
Boy, look here. Twan was in a rough position, y'all, because the sun set before he got what he was trying to say. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17 again.
Yeah.
Before man is life and death.
Uh-huh.
And whether him liketh shall be given him. For the wisdom of the Elohim is great.
What is it?
It is the wisdom of the Elohim is great.
Uh-huh.
And he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things.
Yes.
And his eyes are upon them that fear him. And he knoweth every work of man.
Somewhere.
Every work of man.
Uh-huh.
He has commanded no man to do wicked.
What has he commanded no man to
He
do?
has commanded no man to do wicked.
Uh-huh.
Neither has he given any man license to sin.
So it's impossible if you hear somebody say somebody was born wicked or they were set up to break the law. He don't give license for that, y'all.
Oh, we don't.
So how is a man giving you license to sin? If the Most High don't do it, how would you allow them to give you license to sin?
No one, the devil ain't do it.
No more. Look,
He ain't make you do nothing.
No.
He offered you the opportunity. You chose
you
to do.
chose that. You chose that. So y'all, we're gonna hit this. We got 2 more homeworks, y'all. Then we're gonna get into how when the letters are corrupted. We're going to John chapter 1, verse 14 through 18. Yeah, if y'all look at last week's class, right, if you scroll through the class right about the end of it, you'll see it pop up. All of the homework that Elijah had, but we need part 5 and 6. So we're getting right to the homework area that we need to close it out and end it with law brings forth wisdom.
So
Wisdom, and you keep the law of wisdom, you're going to have peaceful success. It's impossible any other way around. And even though you have turmoil around you, you'll still have peace. Like people here, man. I hear St. Louis, man. They say it's the #1 city for crime. I ain't seen it. I mean, I see it on the news, but I don't see it every time I go out because I ain't in them spots of that crime. The world into that.
Right.
And besides, if somebody come here, we're gonna make sure they don't get in them areas. We're gonna keep them in hedge protection areas.
Away from that.
We're gonna send you down to Page and Skinker to that one motel down there.
No.
No.
No, you can't
I'm
stay
gonna
there.
send you there and they're selling crack supplies
You
in the
can't-
office.
you can't
They got
stay there.
tar bar and glass stems in there
You
and
can't
it's a
stay
hotel.
there. You cannot stay
You
there.
can't stay there.
Brandon North Market.
Grand and North Market.
No, you cannot stay
From
there.
the old Lisa's.
That's the key one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut that down.
They had to shut it down, y'all. Let's get some more, y'all. John chapter 1, verse 14 through 18.
The book of John, chapter 1, verse 14. And the word was made flesh.
What was the word?
The word was made flesh
Uh-huh.
and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
Full of grace and truth, because the word, everybody else, the Pharisees wasn't full of grace and truth. They were into condemnation, condemning everybody so you couldn't condemn them. Or if you saw them do something wrong because they had a power structure behind them, you went along with it. I know he wrong, but he is the triple high priest.
You're a follower.
Oh boy, look here, there ain't no such thing as a triple high priest.
You don't study to show yourself.
No, no.
You want to be high off.
You want to be led.
You want to tell me what you want me to do. That's what you do.
So, well, I'm gonna start and join in, but I ain't.
No, I would have stopped. I would have stopped at 6.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Verse 15.
Yeah.
John bare witness of him
Uh-huh.
and cried, saying, this was he of whom I spake. He that cometh after me is preferred before me, for he was before me.
For he was before me. See, John is letting them know the Messiah existed way before I did. It's the same thing he told the Pharisees. He said, Abraham was glad to see my day. They understood what he said because they asked him, or you ain't even 50 years old, which he was 30 at the time. How you been seeing Abraham? He said, before Abraham was, I am. And they picked up stones, y'all, to throw at him. DJ, where you come from? Who brought DJ in here?
He was tripping, man.
Oh, okay.
When all the children came in here, he was like,
I didn't see DJ. What's up, DJ?
He was right with him.
You acting funny because you got on some new Nikes, huh? Let's get some more, y'all.
Verse, what about verse 15?
Yeah.
Verse 15. John bare witness of him. No, I read it.
Yeah.
Verse 16. And of his faith and of his fullness have all we received, and grace for grace.
Uh-huh.
For the law was given by Moses,
Uh-huh.
but grace and truth came by Yahushua HaMashiach.
You know why? Because the law was given by Moses, but the law was after Adam and Eve sinned. And what we're talking about is the point that he gave us was the do's and don'ts. But at the beginning, there was only keep my commandments. There was never the opposite side of it. See, because it was always grace and truth. Even when Cain did what he did, he said, if you do right, you shall be what? Accepted. But Cain wouldn't do right. So that was before the order of Aaron. That was still Melchizedek all the way up till we got into the wilderness. Then we went under the order of Aaron. So don't look at Moses when it says Moses gave you the law. Moses gave you the law. He wasn't even born then. What he did is let you know what caused us to fall into condemnation. He's giving you both sides of the coin. At the beginning, Adam was given one side because he thought that the mind would stay correct. Let's get some more.
So grace for grace.
Grace for grace. And what that means is if somebody, your partner or something, you know, go off or anybody go off. There's set rules for grace. If you want grace, you got to give grace. That's how it works. You can't give envy for grace.
What?
Let's get some more.
Verse 18. No man has seen Yahweh at any time.
No man.
The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared it.
Yes, sir.
And this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, who art thou?
Who are the priests and the Levites? Y'all understand? See, back when John, the priests and the Levites, they still chasing Aaron. They like, who are you? Who is the Messiah? What y'all talking about? They sent them. Y'all go ask. Y'all go ask the mighty, the holy men. Y'all go ask. What he say there, Zed?
And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not the Christ.
That's what John told him. I'm not the Christ. Why y'all keep asking me that? I'm not the Christ. I'm after the order of Aaron. I'm a Levite. I have to make the transition. I shall decrease, he shall increase. Melchizedek is above Aaron. Because Aaron, it teaches you punishment. It's just life and death continually. We have to get on Melchizedek where you think life all the time. Go ahead. We finished that?
Yeah.
Let's get to the next one. John 18. While we're in this same John 18 chapter. Y'all, what we're talking about is this scripture cannot spell sin. The Bible from Genesis and Revelation cannot spell tampered with. If you hear individuals like that, he's on a different alphabet. He cannot be on Psalm 119. Have y'all ever heard him say Psalm 119 is tampered with? No, you ain't heard him because they don't even understand it. They don't even know about it. Psalm 119 is a complete alphabet. 8 verses of law for each letter.
Yes, sir.
There ain't a letter or words you can put together to say you can go in there and commit iniquity as long as me as a sinner man myself is in the room. Sound like a room full of sinners, don't it, Zed?
You're not speaking to my sheep.
Boy, look here. Sound like Puffy is your shepherd.
You're seeking something else.
So, brother, Dan, we can't sit up in class and all day sitting and expect to him.
Do what?
You can't sit up in this class and all that and expect to be right.
I'm not
So you got
understanding.
to do right.
You have to do right, yeah. No, let's see. The script, look, the law of the Most High is action, not lip service. It's action. It's how he moves.
We just read.
Every action brings a reaction. So, y'all, it's action that we're talking about.
That's right.
Let's get some more. Where we at? John 18. Yeah, we're going to verse 33 through 40.
John chapter 18.
Come on, right? You know, 33 to 48. Hold on. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Go ahead. Start what, Imam? Oh, we start 28. Go ahead.
John chapter 18, verse 28.
Yes, sir.
Then led Yahushua from
Then
led they Yahushua from Cephas unto the hall of judgment.
Uh-huh.
And it was early.
Yeah.
And they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover.
So, look, they lead the Messiah to court, but they didn't go in because they said we go into court
We can't do a Passover.
we can't do that. Now, think about this. Think of that oxymoron. We don't want to go in court where we holding him accountable to Pilate because it's got to be some kind of trickery in there, or it ain't true that they don't want to go in there because they'll be defiled for the Passover. Well, you defiled anyway because you're giving up innocent blood.
Line.
What the hall got?
You see, y'all understand the righteousness of the Pharisees is all about blame and not self-correction.
What?
It just points the finger at everybody else. No self-correction. That's what the Pharisees was doing here. Oh, we want to be pure for the Passover. After y'all deliver up the pure lamb, so y'all gonna go get another lamb out of the flock, and you trade the pure lamb in without blemish for a lamb that ain't even been checked yet. Let's get some more, bro.
Verse 29.
Yeah.
Pilate then went out unto them and said, what accusation bring ye against this man?
Here, like you talked about, Iman, this is bearing false witness. This is what Pilate asked him, our holy men of that day. I want y'all to understand he's questioning the holy men, the high men, the priests back in that day, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. What's the charge against him? Let's read some more.
And listen to their answer. That they,
What verse is
they,
that?
verse 30.
Uh-huh.
They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor, we would not have delivered him unto thee.
Uh-huh.
That ain't answering the
See,
question.
you know, look up a male factor.
That is not answering the question.
Look up a male factor really quick.
I'm supposed to say criminal.
A what?
Criminal.
A criminal.
If he wasn't a criminal, we wouldn't have brought him to you.
Y'all understand that they're putting sin on the Messiah and never told them what the sin
No
was.
evidence at all.
No evidence. Y'all, that's called you judging me.
That's
They did already condemned him with no evidence.
no proof.
Let's get some more.
Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him and judge him according to your law.
According to what?
Your law.
And that's going to be a problem for them, y'all, because that's what he said. Go into the Hebrew doctrine
That's right.
and show me in the Hebrew doctrine where he's a sin.
Yes.
Y'all see how even this nation or the outside nation put him on the spot right there and show us in the scripture, chapter and verse. Let's get some more.
The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death.
Y'all see that they want to pass the buck.
They
You
won't
can
give
kill them, no.
You kill him, but we can't kill him.
We can't kill them. Same way they did Judas Iscariot. We don't want that money back. That's blood money. Where did he get the blood money from?
Yeah.
From them.
That's the one he lost.
That's the one he lost. He wasn't, or it never said who was going to fall off.
No.
It's just that the Most High knew throughout that somebody's going to fall off and the devil's going to tempt some. Why? Because he tempted a third of the angels in heaven. He tempted supernatural. It's an automatic thing. It's not predestined. Judas was predestined. We just read, he give no man license to sin.
Say that.
Judas had every opportunity to say, when he asked him, one of y'all did my sin, he could have said then, it's me. Lord, can you forgive me and throw that money down? But he didn't. What you got to say, Rob? Go ahead.
When you say, it's not lawful for us to put any in the death, they were giving the law, they knew that God was life. He's a life-giving spirit.
Yeah.
So but they caused the law to be death, and condemned, like you were saying earlier.
Well, there is a law that put man to death that they was under. The problem was there's no law to put an end to death.
They could,
See, but they was trying to trick us Pilate.
Yeah, yeah.
See, and keep their hands from having blood on them, like you're saying those that orchestrated Judas Iscariot.
he did it,
He did.
but you delivered him to him.
Yeah. Let's get some up.
Verse 32.
Yeah.
That the saying of Yahushua might be fulfilled, which he spake, signifying what death he should die.
Uh-huh.
Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called Yahushua, and said unto him, art thou the king of the Jews?
Uh-huh.
And Yahushua answered him, saying, thou this thing
Say it.
sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it to thee? Tell it thee of me.
So he asked me, what you're
Where you
saying,
getting this from?
where you getting this from that
Where
I'm
you getting this
speaking
from?
to you?
You saying it of yourself or did somebody tell
Or
you?
them people who delivered me told you that.
Yes, sir.
Verse 35. Pilate answered, I am not a Jew.
No. Am I?
Am I a Jew?
So that's what he quit. He's like, man, I don't know y'all law. I'm from Roman stock.
That's exactly what he did.
I'm Roman stock. Wait a minute, I don't follow y'all laws. Caesar running things around here. Go ahead.
Thine own nation,
Thine own what?
nation and chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done?
Who delivered the Messiah?
Our own-
All the people, didn't
our own-
the chief priest. I want y'all to understand these ones that got these individuals today in these camps. They're chief priests. Ain't that what they call them? Chief priestess. Chief priestess. Double chief priest that. Triple priest that.
But you see,
And guess what all of them do? Condemn on the side.
yeah, he still had to ask him, what have you done? So they didn't bring no proof of him doing anything.
Nothing.
He asking the man that they convicted, what have you done?
What did you do? Because they ain't gave me a good answer. What you got over there, AC?
Another thing that our people still do, they always holler, free the criminal, just like they did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Will March. Yeah. Yeah.
These knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Free
March.
Free the neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Free little Bobo.
Yeah.
He done killed them.
Little Bobo done killed everybody.
My baby ain't never hurt
Started
nobody.
the grade school.
And he done killed them half of the North.
Perfect example.
My baby ain't hurt
Perfect
nobody.
example. Free King Von.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
uh.
yeah.
Y'all know who King Von was? Some of us are older. He's a drill rapper, gangster rapper that was killing everybody. He wasn't even 25 years old. Had so many murders on his jacket, would have put some of them killers at the White Boys on the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Bugsy Siegel, all of them would have been taking notes at King. And they call him a king. King of what? Murder?
Yeah.
They got a movie coming out about it. Shalom, y'all. Shalom, y'all. Coming out. A movie about this individual killing, and they're going to glorify it once again. A killer. Let's get some more.
Verse 36.
Yeah.
Yahweh shall answer, my kingdom is not of this world.
Where is this kingdom? What?
Is not of this world.
Uh-huh.
If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight,
Uh-huh.
that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence.
So he's saying this world, this kingdom is given over to Satan. It's not a kingdom. This kingdom is not going to be made from, you're not going to turn this kingdom into the Most High's kingdom because it's full of unrighteousness,
Unclean.
uncleanness. It cannot be transformed into what the Most High says, especially not keeping his commandments.
Right.
Let's get some more.
Verse 37.
Yeah.
Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Yahweh shall answer, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world,
Uh-huh.
that I should bear witness unto the truth.
Unto the what?
Unto the truth.
Uh-huh.
Everyone that is of the truth heareth my voice.
So when you hear the Messiah, you don't hear his voice, or any non-messianics, they don't know the truth. They don't listen to the truth because they deny the Messiah. And you know why? It's because they let white Jesus live in their head rent free. And I mean, it's like they'll see Jesus, and to them it means white Jesus, but they'll never go, they interpret every other word. Why won't they just interpret it so their crowd get good understanding? Because if you interpret it, they're gonna say from the Greek, Jesus, from the Hebrew, Joshua, meaning salvation. No matter how you break it out, it's going back there. It's not going to what those non-messianics say. It means pig horse or horseman, or you know what I'm saying? Son of Zeus.
Yeah, Jehovah's house.
Thorn was the son of Zeus, not Yahweh. Let's get some more.
And first, them false doctrines don't have no control over the truth.
No.
I was at my cousin's funeral yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I heard them preaching. They were talking to white Jesus. I could hear this.
Yeah.
This is what they was talking to, and I just sat there like this. It had no power over me.
Yeah.
It didn't even move me.
Yeah.
Don't move. But no substance.
See, and when we saying white Jesus, we're not talking about the race or the skin color. What
It ain't
we're
about
talking
that.
about is your mental understanding when you see Jesus, because that name has been tied to a white man. If they say Emmanuel and they still use this picture, you'll be going against that. You understand what I'm saying? You'll go against that, Zell, because you do not. You've been colorblind. And you think this doctrine is about the color of men and women. That's what you think. Thank you, Mom. About the color of men and women. It's got nothing to do with physical color. Only time you see color in the Bible is when it's compared to some, so you can then tell what's its color. Like from its loins up, the color of amber. Go look up what the color of amber means. It's translucent, brownish, dark brown.
Yeah.
It's like they are dark as the tints of Kedar. Until you Google tints of Kedar, you won't know what their face look like. But just naming a people race black. And Isaac descended from Abraham. And Jacob descended from Isaac. And the 12 tribes descended from black.
Blue black.
Blue, black. Well, listen, where we descend from a color. We descend from nations, y'all. That's all the Bible deals with. It's nations. Doctrine, man-made doctrine, change it off of that. And when it does mention nation, it mentions it as the color reigns supreme. Black this, black that. It's black Africans. It's black Egyptians. What black are you talking about? How do you separate all of the dog nations? And point out, you still go then have to get back to breaking down its nationhood and not color. Move all that trouble out of your way and get right to the meat. We got a bloodline. Let's get some more. Yes, ma'am.
When we go back to Psalms 119, and my favorite scripture, Psalms 19, all this is Psalms 19.
What is Psalm 19?
It says, the Lord, Lord, most high, perfect, burden the soul.
And that's what it is, Emo. It's just a second witness for Psalm 119. It's just the law, Emo. That's just where it's at. The law governs everything. Without the law, no, Jeremiah. Without the law, y'all, you can't see the light. You can't see your way. Let's get some more.
Verse 38.
Yeah.
Pilate said unto them, what is the truth?
You see what he asked? What is true?
What is true?
Go ahead.
And when he had said, and when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews and said unto them, I find no fault at all.
See, you see what he said? He went back out to the accuser and said, I don't see nothing he did wrong.
Where is your evidence?
What your evidence? What is truth? Truth have to be. Truth is mean you didn't do nothing wrong. So when he said what is truth, he like, well, you looking at truth. Truth is absolute. What did I do? And he had to go back out there again. What he asked him, said,
But ye have a custom that I should release unto you one at the Passover. Will ye therefore that I release you
Release unto
you the King of the Jews? Then cried they all again, saying, not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber.
Y'all see that? See,
They rather
because
had a robber.
see, let us go to Rob because see, he gonna fight these Romans. He was a Roman killer. So they let loose a Roman killer over the Messiah. Y'all understand? Shalom, Martin Levi. You want to get something? Yes, sir. Come on in. Yes, sir. Levi. Shalom, Bruce. Come on in there, brother. Shalom. Yes, sir. It's Shalom, Martin Levi.
The Lord is perfect. You heard
The Lord is perfect, y'all. And perfect mean it can't be found fault in.
Slide over this way a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, so you can be seen in that. Yeah. Yes, sir. Look at Paul. Yeah.
What's his name?
That's our Levi. Levi. Yes, sir. Levi been years from my head. Some know him as Pastor Levi.
What's his government name?
Levi?
I don't even know that.
Yeah, Levi very well. Let's get some more, yeah. Oh, y'all okay? So let's run this last homework, y'all, or that was the last. So now, y'all, because we see our letters cannot form illegal words, you know, the law don't want to allow unrighteousness to be spelled. This cannot spell under no circumstance, trick you into believing this says Satan. Or any curse word. You can't put this together and make it say curse words. It's impossible based off the rule of law, Psalm 119.
Yes.
So we went through all of the positive side that keep us on the right side of the law and understanding the letters. Now, y'all, the Antichrist is coming with letters and he's going to spell them off. Y'all remember the Soul Train Scramble Board?
I'm good. Hold up to it.
The devil is coming with a scramble board, y'all, and he's going to scramble righteousness into unrighteousness. And see, you know how they fix it? Oh, it's the OJs, and then they just go right back to shoulders, moves it. See, the devil do the same thing, and he formed the letters to file or to say disobedience, and then we go right back to dancing. Like Moses gave him the law, the letters. What we do? Went right back to dancing, didn't we? He scrambled them on us, y'all, when Moses went up to get it. He scrambled that quick. and they went right back to Soul Train line.
So, Brother Daniel, in Psalms 119, 137, it talks about the righteousness that are righteous.
What letter is that, Imam?
That's Zedek.
So out of those 22 letters, that's one. They say, but even all of them kind of go down to it, just have to break them down. I mean, just study them in your own time, but you will see they all law. It don't change that they'll be all saying the same thing. They're just governed that when you put them together, they'll never spell for unlawful carnal knowledge. That's why that's always in capital letters. See, back in the day, they didn't even know what to charge prostitutes with. So they would just stamp when they arrested them, F-U-C-K, F period, U period, C period, K period, which means for unlawful. Carnal knowledge is fleshly intercourse that's illegal. That's what we stamp you with. You make bond, you pimp, usually bail them out, and they right back on the streets again. Now that's moving into the forefront of the doctrine of Messiah with a doctrine called polygamy. It does the same thing. It's spelled illegal fornication, and they promote it as God said it's okay to do. Well, you always gonna have to add your own rules to it to make it work, because truth will not make that work. Let's get some more.
Righteousness and
They ain't forgot even they do it on purpose. You have to understand it's deception from the master. Like the Messiah called the Pharisee, you of your father the devil, is devil language.
And they leaving bodies behind with that doctrine
Yes, sir.
because people see it and it turned them from the truth.
Yeah.
Somebody got to
There is a
answer.
child 2 for more hell than they said.
My nephew didn't talk about his family was coming here. They saw some of that polygamy doctrine and quit coming to our class.
Yes, sir. Y'all don't teach hip swiveling multiple.
As he said, you think your sister gonna let me do that? I said, no, she ain't gonna let you do that.
Boy, look here.
Why is you looking for that?
Yeah.
You can't take care of the ones you
Boy,
got.
look here.
But you talking about getting another one? No, I'm just saying, he doing that. Quit trying to be like him. And you
Yeah.
a follower?
Yeah.
follow the Most High.
Let's get it, y'all.
Follow right.
We're going to now, y'all,
I'm sorry.
the signs, y'all, because we're going to when the spirit of truth is voided. The letters are masqueraded as truth. So it says the Antichrist gonna come with signs and wonders. A sign kind of has lying wonders. Levi.
Lying.
So lying wonders, we just gonna see what it is, what the definition for it is, but we're gonna have to put lying in front of it. Go ahead, Zed, run it if you will. The definition of or two by
Which is
the definition of wonder, and we're gonna do the definition of signs. Because this is what the Antichrist gonna do, but it's gonna be with lying. Like they keep trying to show you UFOs over everything, but with all of this 4K technology, why are the UFOs and Bigfoot still blurry?
That's right.
What is it about UFO, unidentifiable flying object, where the Bible is an IFO? It identifies the flying object. They don't.
they don't.
Bigfoot ain't listed in here in the scriptures, but they understand where Bigfoot man came from out of their laboratories. They're mixing seed.
Yeah, that's what they want. If it is.
Go back and look at how early in the 1900s, how they was mixing woman seed with ape seed, trying to get the missing link. A lot of that's roaming out in the woods now called Bigfoot.
There it is.
What you got over there, bro?
If it was so, if they so smart, why they ain't find no bodies of these things?
A Bigfoot, yeah?
I'm sure they did.
Boy, they Bigfoot boy he can't die.
Like, shoot a snake if he died just like you.
But look,
He was running around when I was 12,
yes,
12, 13 years old. So he got to be old as dirt. Now,
yes, sir. Yes,
There's a
sir.
whole bunch of
the ones that we can't get no clear picture of.
But y'all, look, what they are doing is releasing those things into the wild to see how they survive. Y'all, we have to understand they are mixing kinds. They did it in the beginning, and they'll do it again.
they are.
Y'all, but notice these things cannot reproduce. and they cannot stand the light. They always go and live in caves. Like, I don't care what movies you're seeing right now with the giants. There's a lot of them out there now.
Yeah.
They always live in caves, and it's never an army of them. It's only about 5 or 6 of them. Like the family of Goliath, there's only 3 or 4 of them. David family killed all of them, and that wiped them out. How can you just kill 3 or 4 of them and the giants are gone? We ain't seen them no more since David slaughtered the last one. So it's not a gang of them, because a gang of them can't survive. Only a few of them get through. But he said you're going to be able to identify them because they're going to be abnormal. 6 full working fingers. See, a lot of times we may think of not growing a little bit, maybe another finger. It has no function.
There's no function.
That can't do nothing but rub the side of an itchy face like that. And then it'll start itching.
Then you can scratch it off.
Yeah. Put some duct tape on it and remove that thing. But no, it has to be a working. It has 6 working fingers on each hand and 6 working toes on each foot. That let us know that this is an abnormal. This is what happened. Abnormality for unlawful carnal knowledge has taken place to produce these giants. What you got to lazy?
A lot of those Hindu people be having growing tails.
Not only that, but even their God has 6 arms coming out of her sides and stuff. So guess what they call them too? Abnormal births. They name them. This a God.
Yeah.
An arm coming out of their back, a tail on their forehead, and they say it's a God.
Yeah, worse than.
They worship
Confusion.
confusion
That's the name of it.
and mixed seed. Real quick, Jim, just give me a just Sirach 62. Real quick, I'm sorry, Jazz 62. Real quick, Levi or whoever got it, and just a son of Esau saw one of these things and where it had it. Give me no, I'm sorry, 60, no, it says 62. Hold on, okay, 61. I'm sorry, y'all. Jasher 61, start about 14. And it's the same Zepho that's listed in Esau's lineage in Genesis 36. This is the same Zepho. And y'all, that's why the hills have the eyes. All of these scary movies, these beasts or abominable people with one eye in their forehead, always gonna live in caves. Cyclops always lives in caves in the darkest regions because they can't come out in the light, because the light won't allow illegal fornication to expose itself as the real.
That's like the vampire.
Just like the vampires don't come out in the sunlight. They only come out in twilight, where twilight is where it's not dark and it's not like the sun has not risen and the moon ain't set. It's called twilight. It's the time that we had to be in the house. When the street lights come on, you better be in here. That was twilight.
That's when they come out.
That's when they come out.
And that's
But see, we was told that was the time to come in.
That's the movie that they call Twilight.
Twilight and it's tied to vampire. Jasher chapter 61, verse 6.
Thought you said 14.
Yeah, I thought it said that too. I
Oh,
got it.
is that 14?
14.
I did say 14. I'm sorry, y'all. It is 14, said. Thank y'all for paying attention. Go ahead. Jasher chapter 61, verse 14.
Verse 14.
Yes, sir.
And it was one day that Zepho lost a young heifer.
What he lose?
A young heifer.
A cow, a young cow, maybe 1 or 2 years old. Go ahead.
And he went to seek it. And he heard it lowering round about the mountain.
Yeah, just making that mooing noise like it's in trouble. Go ahead.
And Zepho went, and he saw, and behold, there was a large cave at the bottom of the mountain.
Uh-huh.
And there was a great stone there at the entrance of the cave. And Zepho split the stone, and he came into the cave, and he looked, and behold, a large animal was devouring the ox.
Uh-huh.
From the middle upward, it resembled a man.
Yes, sir.
And from the middle downward, it resembled an animal.
Uh-huh.
And Zepho rose up against the animal and slew it with his sword.
So he slew it with his sword and it wiped that man beast out. Y'all, they've been mixing kinds for a long time. Right now, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, Google early 1900s, scientists mixed woman seed with monkey seed.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the missing link. They're looking for the caveman, so to speak, or the Neanderthal, because you can't put him after Adam, nor can you put him after the flood. This so-called Neanderthal. You can't find him before. This Neanderthal came in the war in heaven. Those things were cast down. That's why you only find them in Siberia and places like that, frozen solid while they were still breathing. It wiped them out while they were eating. They say when they dug up a few of them, they could see stuff still in their esophagus going down. That's what I'm talking about when they die right there, like Pompeii, Italy, when that volcano ash got these people. You can do this right now. They're still encased in adult humans inside of there.
Sir,
They like a statue.
they got me.
Just like Sodom and Gomorrah when Lot's wife was turned to a pillar of salt. It's still there to this day, and cows or animals there come and take a lick off of it.
Yeah.
Let's get some more of it. Oh, we finished with that. Just want to get that out there that they're mixing kinds, y'all, every day. That's going to be part. That's why it's in the law. If a woman lay down in front of a beast and they get busy, both of them going to be put to death. If a beast hump on a woman's leg, he should be put down. Y'all understand that? It's that serious, y'all. But we kind of laughed that off.
They do, we do.
Well, what your leg smell like? You rapping on that leg.
Instead of killing.
But y'all, they got drugs that make men feel like beasts. It's called ecstasy and Molly. Give you that same experience that you will hump on anything. Male, female, beast, all of that they said was in the Puffy party. Open one room door, it was nothing but beasts in there with individuals. What you think they doing with them beasts? Hugh Hefner that owned the Playboy Mansion, one of his top models say he snatched that little arm dog out of her arm and went to turf her loose, and she had to snatch it back to him. He said, Fluffy needs love too. But see, that's when you get so deep into that reproduction, and that don't even matter no more. It's so vile and degradable at that point that anything goes. You become a trisexual. You'll try anything. Do you know they have something called autoerotic asphyxiation? That's where men get in the back of an automobile and want to go into the tailpipe.
Oh,
Yo, it's gone past that. They messing with. Now they'll be sleeping with the robots because they're making women robots for men to sleep with. You tired of arguing when you get home? You want some peace?
Get some peace.
When you get some peace. It's, y'all, but it's coming.
Like some door.
Like the days of Noah. What you got him on?
And then when they're trying to get some soap just now, they're saying that it's not okay to get that a dry into the soap just so that they.
Do it, can't hear you, Mom.
They said they want to give this the right thing to soap and rub that makes a soldier. They said makes them stronger. But what it does,
Erotic.
a right rub.
Well, that all that's gonna do is make them. They still gonna die. Though. See, we need something that ain't gonna die. So I don't care how many drugs they got in them. You put an M16 on their skull, all they gonna be is flinching on the ground with all of that. But they gonna be heading for judgment day. What we're talking about is something like the Terminator. When you blow his leg off, it'll still be able to complete the mission.
But they still want to give this drugs to the leaders, the soldiers.
Trent,
Well, like y'all have to understand, that's not all that's gonna do is make them walk through gunfire, but eventually they just gonna fall down. You cannot walk through gunfire. It's like people on water here. They used to do supernatural things in the neighborhood. You hit, man, he was hit 3 times. What the police say when you take tasers and been hit by a gunshot? They say he must be what? On that water. See, all it does, but it ain't gonna stop them 16 shots from that 9mm, is it though?
That's when your noodles get loose.
Just the one, look here. Y'all, let's pick it up, y'all, because we gotta get going. Did you look up both them for me, Zed?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Wonder. Wonder,
Uh-huh.
a cause of astonishment or admiration. Marvel, the quality.
See, a marvel, something that makes it look like, oh, we never seen it before. Sean, might be careful out there, bro. How the family doing? Good, good.
Shocking awe. That's what it is.
Shocking what?
Shocking awe.
Shocking awe.
The quality of exciting, amazed admiration, wrath or astonishment at something awesomely mysterious or new to one's experience.
That's why Jeremiah 10 tells, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Look, when we see the chariot, because it identifies, when it tells us who in heaven around the throne, there's nothing for us to be dismayed with. It already told us how angels come. They're going to look just like you, entertain strangers, because it could be an angel. So there's nothing for us to look for a difference. So we're not dismayed if you were to see an angel. What you're listening for is what comes out of his mouth. Because he say, if an angel, if anything, say not the word of God, count it a curse. So it ain't about how he shows up and what comes out of that angel's mouth that make him sent from the Most High now. Go ahead.
To be in a state of wonder.
To be in a state of what?
Of wonder.
Uh-huh.
To feel surprise, to feel curiosity or doubt, to be curious or in doubt about something. A sign, a motion or gesture by which a thought is expressed or commanded or wish made known. A fundamental linguistic unit that designates an object or relation or has a purely syntactic function.
Yeah.
One of a set of gestures used to represent language.
So to represent language. So signs and wonder, y'all gonna get something to represent language, but it ain't gonna be the pure language. It's gonna be broken down. We're gonna have different signs, or like people gonna be just throwing language. What does it say in the Hebrew, y'all? All of this is part of the Antichrist because it's not pure Hebrew. It's not. Pure language is gonna be given to a pure people that get through the wilderness. Then you get, because you know why? If we get that pure language now, we're going to turn it into for unlawful carnal knowledge real easy.
We're gonna fuck it up.
See, that's why Paul said, Most High gave him a prophet from Satan to sit him in his side 3 times because he went to the 3rd level of heaven in a vision. He said, don't act like you're doing something special. You know, so every time you think you're above, I'm going to give you a check mark. Have y'all ever just every now and then just felt a sharp pain in your side, you didn't know where it come from? Y'all, them your thoughts, you probably thinking too high of yourself. So you get that,
Check yourself.
where that come from, start holding your breath. And start trying to figure out what it is. Give me some baking soda. What is that?
I start repenting.
Boy, that's what you're supposed to do, Zed. Look, even when I don't care if you just burn the tip of your finger, you better start repenting.
Check yourself.
Hot water hit you in the shower, make you run to the other end, start repenting. Let's get it, y'all. We're going right to now. When the spirit of truth is voided, the letters are masqueraded as truth. We're going to talk in 2 Corinthians 11. Because there's no head above the serpent. Nobody influenced Satan. His influence came from what sits in him. And let me say this too, y'all, before we do that, because Elijah did mention the 7 things of men that dwell within him. He has an excellent breakdown of that. But I'm gonna just go to the lost book, to the 12 tribes of the testament of the 12 tribes. I just want to hit Reuben. And Reuben gonna explain what Elijah was saying, because y'all, once we allow wickedness to enter into us and righteousness, that side stayed with us, and the Most High had us now to make a choice between. Testament of Reuben. Yeah. So if y'all got a smartphone, just Google Testament of Reuben, and it's just gonna tell you, like I say, you know, Elijah could break it down much better from the book of creation. But this will say the same thing, because every prophet or everything has to match up and say the same thing. It cannot change to something else and means something else. Testament, the 12 page, 177, yeah.
Reuben 177.
No, I'm just looking at this in 177 in my book. But it's the Testament of Reuben, chapter 1. I'm sorry, chapter 2, chapter 2. Chapter 2 of the Testament of Reuben. When y'all get there, just say we there. Okay, Testament of Reuben. Y'all use them smartphones. Become smart and quit using them for dumb things, like seeing what they doing on Hollywood Housewives or that foolishness. Let me see what they doing. Them turning that smartphone into a dumb phone. Testament of Reuben, chapter 2. Go ahead, Levi, it's on you.
What?
Verse 1.
It says, Reuben continues with his experiences and his good advice.
Yes, sir.
Pay no heed, therefore, my children, to the beauty of women.
Hold on, you in chapter 2?
Yeah, that's chapter 2.
Okay, here, do this one. That's a little bit different. We're doing it from the 54 book.
Okay.
It should start off right there. It should start off with the deceits. Where is that in what chapter y'all got?
We in chapter 2.
Two. Where was he?
That's it.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah, just testament. It says,
Where do y'all see it? Because sometimes, because this 54 books is how it breaks it down. Just where in y'all do they start talking about the 7 deceits? It's in y'all same one.
Well,
The 7 deceits.
Yeah.
Talking about flee fornication.
Yeah.
Children love.
Yeah,
That's
what-
like 17.
start at 17.
It might be before that. I say like 12.
I mean, it's the same word for word. It should say word for word what that say.
I'm trying to keep that. What page is that?
That's page
1 second.
177. Let me see yours there.
what's happening?
Hold on, chapter 2. Okay. And take them to the big nine, okay, so you can do it. Here we go, that's gonna do it. Bam. Could be in chapter 1 of this one. Hold on. Or this may split the chapter. Yeah, it's in chapter 1. So in this book, if y'all got this book, it's in chapter 1, but it picks up at verse 12. So if y'all got 11 up there, if y'all got that one, it picks up in chapter 1, verse 12. If you got this one, it picks up in chapter 2, verse 1, but it will not change the language.
Start off with it, say 7 spirits.
Yeah, 7 spirits. What that say, bro?
All right. It says, and now hear me, my children.
Mike, you call up with that?
That's verse 11.
You call up in your book, should be verse 12. And the one you got up, chapter 1, verse 12.
Maybe verse 11.
Verse 11. Go ahead, yeah. Go ahead, Levi Israel.
It says, and now hear me, my children.
Yeah.
What things I saw concerning the 7 spirits of deceit
Uh-huh.
when I converted them. Therefore, 7 spirits are appointed against man,
Uh-huh.
and they are the leaders in the works of youth.
Yeah.
And 7 other spirits are given to him at his creation.
So what we're talking about is that's what Elijah was talking about, the 7 duality.
Yeah.
There's a side of 7 that's in man, and there's another side, but they have to be activated by that individual's mindset, which side you gonna choose. Go ahead.
That through them should be done every work of man.
Uh-huh.
The first is the spirit of life, with which the constitution of man is created.
So now we're talking about the first 7, the positive side that's within man. Y'all understand the positive side? These things tell you from the beginning, or basically what it's saying, follow your first mind. Because every time we don't, we always say, man, I should have. Follow my first mind. That's the mind of the Lord. Go ahead. What does it say?
The second is the sense of sight,
Uh-huh.
with which arises desire.
Uh-huh.
The third is the sense of hearing,
Yeah.
with which comes teaching.
Yeah.
The fourth is the sense of smell,
Uh-huh.
with which tastes are given to draw air and breathe.
So y'all, this is why y'all have to understand that while taste or smell is like eating something. See, if you smell the wrong thing, you say it got in my what? It got in my mouth. It's like you ate it. You get on the elevator and somebody done let loose a silent one. You say, it got in my mouth.
Oh, no. Oh,
You didn't have your mouth open. It just went in your nostril.
we gonna fight.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The fifth
Yeah.
is the power of speech.
It's the power of what?
Of speech,
So now we're talking about language.
with which comes knowledge.
With what comes what?
Which comes knowledge.
Yes, sir.
The sixth is the sense of taste,
Uh-huh.
with which comes the eating of meats and drinks.
Yes, sir.
And by it, strength is produced, for in food is the foundation of strength.
Yes, sir. Slow, Miss Luke.
Oh, my. The seventh is the power of procreation.
What is the seventh?
The power of procreation.
Y'all see how the seventh is listed or tied with producing offspring. That's it. Go ahead.
And sexual intercourse.
And what?
Sexual intercourse.
Righteously. No for unlawful carnal knowledge. And notice, y'all, this is why we're so hard on these languages, because what we do, and it's tied to only us as a people, you a bad mother for unlawful carnal knowledge. See, it's not only say you bad, but bad is made good. So, and then a mother for unlawful carnal knowledge, that means I'm so bad I break the law of God, and y'all look at me like I'm something special because I slept with my mom. You's a bad. Y'all understand why language is so important? Y'all, because we got to be careful. That language, MF, is only tied to one group of people. All other nations that make jokes tie MF to us. Because we glorify the thing that ain't never been permitted on earth ever. A father on his daughter or a mother on her son. It changes the race of an offspring. Like Lot on his daughters produced two new nations of people. Because that ain't never been permitted. Even in the book of Jubilees, it tell you what Reuben did is unlawful, and it's written in the book of heaven that no man should ever do this. See, and why we went to Reuben is because Reuben did that. He's the firstborn of Jacob. Jacob had 6 wives, and he ended up didn't want, only wanted Rachel. But because of what happened with Isaac, his mother and Rebekah tricked Isaac, this came back on him. So he get this turmoil back. He never wanted them women. He only wanted Rachel. And when Rachel or Leah, whichever one, gave him Bilhah, a young maiden of theirs that their father gave them, she probably was either younger or the same age as Reuben. Reuben could not stop looking at her. He could not. The sin of fornication was on him so heavy to be a MF that he said, I just couldn't. He said, when that spirit, once you lock in on it, like James said, when sin has conceived, he pictured himself with his little, with his little brother's mother. Dan's and Naphtali's mama, he looked at like it was his woman. But he confessing her, y'all. Go ahead, what else it say?
Says, with which through love of pleasure sins enter in.
See, with the love of pleasure, sin in. When all you talk about is swiveling hips, it's going to be a problem. Go ahead, get some up.
For what reason it is the last in order of creation.
See, it's the last in order of creation. That's why Satan came at them when he said the last thing to them, be fruitful and do what?
Multiply.
So he came at the last sense. He leapfrogged all of the first senses to teach you how to accept the law. He just jumped right on the pleasure. Let's get some fun going. Coming out of the wilderness, first thing, let's get some fun going. Look, in the book of, when we read this Josh in the beginning, or the books of Adam and Eve, when Jared was telling them, don't go down that mountain, Satan was playing music. He said, we got to lure them down here. All type of dressed up women. And they went down that mountain and couldn't come back up. When you go down the mountain and start to play, that's what's gonna happen.
Gonna stay.
And they were playing.
Then they was playing, y'all. Rising up to play, they call. Go ahead. Y'all, let's just brother take care of everything around here.
Uh,
Keep the place nice for us. Shalom, bro. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
and the first in that of youth, because it is filled with ignorance.
See, that's why it's called youthful lust. So when we get a certain age, y'all, we got to put away youthful lust. You can't do what you did when you was a teenager. The wind blew too hard, it was things happening. When you went up to the chalkboard, the teacher called on you unexpectedly, things was happening. And you were hearing, Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
And leads the youth as a blind man to a pit.
And leads the youth as a blind man to the pit. Y'all, all of us right now that's still alive, look back and say, it had to be the Lord, because that youthful lust I was into, I should be dead.
Yeah.
I did some things I'm not proud of, especially reading now. I was on that felony list. I was practicing the felony as a youth.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And as a beast to a precipice.
Uh-huh.
Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Besides all these, there is an eighth spirit
Uh-huh.
of sleep,
Yeah.
with which is brought about the trance of nature
Uh-huh.
and the image of death.
So, and why it's an eighth spirit? Because you're dreaming now. So you go back into supernatural life at this point. That's what supernatural things take place in your dream. Ed, you ever flew in your dream? Ed, I done won 4 dunk contests in my dream. I'm doing supernatural things. Go ahead, bro. I was dunking on Webster and
Not gonna look.
yes, sir. The other boy say, what you talking about, Willis? Tomahawked on him.
Oh, right.
Go ahead, bro.
With these spirits
Yeah.
are mingled the spirits of error.
What is mingled with it?
The spirits of error.
The spirit of error. Go ahead.
First, the spirit of fornication is seated in the nature and in the senses.
Yeah.
The second, the spirit of insatiableness
And say, I just can't, I don't know what's driving me to do it. I can't stop. I'm trying, but I can't. Go ahead.
in the belly.
In the world.
In the belly.
And y'all, when it's in the belly, it's like moving. That's when you can't sleep. It has you double over. You doing like this. Like if you read about Pharaoh's wife that was at Joseph, and Joseph would not yield to her adultery. She threatened him. She gave him poison food. She put roots in his food, and she was like this. And her maid said, "What's wrong with you? You sick? She was unsafe. She just had to have him, but he would not yield to her." Go ahead.
But you know what?
Uh-huh.
He said he ate it and still did not.
Well, that's what we talking about. That's the hedge around him. You can't be hoodoo unless you want to be hoodoo. When a woman tell you she hoodoo you, that's when you start feeling. That's why I put your drawers in that mayonnaise jar and buried them in the backyard. And so now you're thinking, damn, wait a minute. I've been looking for them drawers and they outside buried in a mason jar.
And you know what? That's what a lot of women to this day. When I was coming up, I mean, I was on everybody else. When I was coming up, we were told never eat another woman's red sleep again.
Yeah. Well, we were told that as men. You know, and y'all ain't gonna get into it, but it still falls into Leviticus 18th chapter. It falls into Ezekiel 18 that a man don't approach a mistress woman.
Right.
And that's what Ebal talking to is tied to a mistress woman and spaghetti.
Why can't leave her?
Yes, sir. Yeah, everything ain't ragu. Let's get some more. Let's go. Let's move on. Go ahead, bro.
As the third, the spirit of fighting
Uh-huh.
in the liver and gall. The fourth is the spirit of groveling and trickery.
Groveling. That's just in the dirt and trickery, you know. Go ahead.
That through overbearing attention one may falsely seem fair.
Uh-huh.
The fifth is the spirit of pride,
Uh-huh.
that one may be boastful and arrogant.
Boastful and arrogant. Y'all, the worst thing we got around here is called poor man's pride.
You see that?
That the book of Sirach talk about, and that's like you ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. All of your wealth is on your back. You got on $400 Jordan, you got on Gucci, you got on a Gucci belt, you got on this shirt, but you don't have a place to live. You don't have the car to ride in. Your wealth is on your back, and you in a club where you could be a king with poor man's pride that everybody is talking about your ensemble. But you know what? He's so cool, and he in there, and he got that pinky finger drinking the drink that you bought him. And then he see another one, come on, can you get a player a drink? This where it came from, that when superstars come into a club that making hundreds of millions of dollars, why do you buy them a drink and you want short money? Man, I bought Jordan a drink. That's poor man's pride. Jordan need to buy the whole club a drink. It should be open bar, not you open bar, and now you figuring out on the way home how you just gonna show the electric company that picture of you and Jordan. You think they're gonna get the bill paid? I know y'all sent me the red one that I had till today, but check this out.
Lights on.
Hey, lights on. Go ahead. What else to say?
Oh, good.
Did you finish with that last one?
The sixth is the spirit of lying.
Of what?
Of lying. To practice deceits in perdition and jealousy.
To practice deceit and then lying and saying the scripture is tampered with so they can practice deceit. See, once they tell you don't trust the truth, you're into practicing deceit now. This is the only book of truth we got. And if we can't trust it, where do we go from here?
So
You know where, we're heading to troublous paths because we don't have an instruction manual. Google at least tell you where you're going. They trust Google more than they trust this.
Yes.
Let's get some more.
Yeah.
Google ain't gonna tell you how to choose right or wrong
No.
because it lists or it looks at all denominations, not just the script. Go ahead, where we at?
So, Brother Lynn,
Yes, ma'am.
so when the Christians say we're on our way to heaven, they don't even know where they're going.
Well,
When the Christians say they're on their way to heaven,
they're going by what they've been taught.
okay.
See, when you say I'm going up yonder, is it Isaiah 2, that where we go to the mountain, to where the Lord come from, Israel? Or when she say I'm going up yonder, and I like that song, or is she talking about going up past the third level of heaven? See, so you have to keep listening to the lyrics to see which way they're going. Which understanding are they talking about? When you're saying I'm going up yonder, they say go up to the mountain of Jerusalem. That's what we're talking about, Mount Zion. That's the only yonder you go because it's still on earth.
But where's your going to get there?
If you're able to get there, you'll be in a righteous state of mind. If you make it back there, like Isaiah 2, because the law comes forth from there. Any other mountain, don't worry about it. But let's keep it going, y'all, because we're running on short time now. But before we get going, Tuba, if you will, because we're talking about that Isaiah 61, that Jasher 61, Tuba is going to show what happens when lust starts to take place and different things take place. Tuba, put that picture up for us. Y'all take a look at that picture. It may be on everything's shown on that screen too, ain't it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Put that up for us, Tuba.
I got it up right now.
Y'all see that? Hold on, let me see if
It's gonna pop on her.
Yeah.
Let me see.
oh, they can see it up there.
They ain't gonna see it.
But if y'all on God's Warrior 298, y'all grab DJ. Okay. What you doing? I'm plugging thing. Go ahead. Y'all see that picture?
Yes, sir.
Can y'all see that picture? And this is what Tuba is putting up. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Sister Renaya sent that to us when we're talking about that. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
Is that hard to see? You got it up? Can y'all see this? This individuals with tails growing out of their brain.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a tail. I'm talking about no humans are born with a tail. Never, ever exist. When you hear the doctor say we always had tail, we ain't never had a tail.
So what is the cause of that?
Mixing of kinds or desires in your mind that produce that in the offspring. When you conceive up here, you're having spiritual fornication, so it'll produce in your offspring. That's how giants got on the earth after the flood. What you saying about? Speak a little bit louder. I can't hear you.
My mother was a nurse, my mother's side of the nurse. And so she would tell us the story that when she would come home.
Read that. Say that a little bit louder. Mark it earlier.
My mother was a nurse,
Uh-huh.
and so all her sisters. And she would come home and tell us stories of the different things that she saw
Yeah.
with other nations.
Yeah.
And these are some of the things that she would come and tell us, she said, and they would have to cut these, they wouldn't have to, but towards the time they would cut the tail.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, because they said these certain people had these and
But they could never tell you where it came from because they're not allowed to. But yeah, it's up on the screen right now.
and she would say that they came out like that.
Yeah.
And so what they would end up having to do, they would end up cutting them from the.
Yeah. All like a hermaphrodite that has both male and female parts. They cut off the part, back then they would cut off the part that the individual was leaning more toward. I don't know how they knew a baby cry would tell them it's more of a girl than a boy. I guess it's the way they were saying, wah, and they like, wah. They like, oh, this a girl.
Maybe they brothers on them.
Or it's a boy want to be a girl. Wah. Yeah. But let's, y'all, we got to finish up, y'all. We got this because we're in our 4 o'clock hour, y'all. We got to finish scripts to go. We got to finish up, y'all. Go ahead.
It says, and concealment from kindred and friends.
Uh-huh.
The 7th is the spirit of injustice,
Uh-huh.
which are thefts and acts of rapacity,
Uh-huh.
that a man may fulfill the desire of his heart. For injustice works together with the other spirits by the taking of gifts.
See, injustice by the takings of gift. Look, you want Hollywood big time, get on the casting couch. Take the gift of the casting couch, and why is tied to fornication? The record business is tied to it. The entertainment business is tied to it. Fornication. Go ahead, you finish that off on the screen?
It says, and with all these, the spirit of sleep is joined, which is that of error and fantasy.
See, because Satan came to Eve in their consciousness when they were supernatural to the soul, y'all. That's why he keeps going back to it. He said, I kind supernatural in the heaven, I did it on earth. The same way, y'all, he had mixed doctrine mixed species going on in the heaven. Y'all, when y'all heard around the throne was these beasts and certain things, Satan was having sex with them too.
Mm.
Right,
That's what produced prehistoric animals.
right.
Them things can't be found on earth living. When you seen, where have you ever seen anybody, any photos from Adam to up to now that where a man was standing next to a dinosaur like this? You ain't got it. It ain't in there. That's why they keep doing what they call the missing link. We're missing this block of time that will prove that cavemen existed. Some try to link it together with Genesis 1:26 and say that's a different man from Genesis 2. No, Genesis 2 is an overview of Genesis 1 because of Genesis 5. Here's the generations of Adam. It ain't listed nobody else. And Adam knew Eve, Genesis 4, and she bare Cain. Cain of Adam's lineage, not of the devil's lineage. Let's get it understood. A rotten tree can't bear good fruit. The Most High would have never said, Cain, if you do right, you'll be accepted. Not if you the son of the devil. Let's get some more. That it?
Nice.
Come on, y'all, let's roll. Huh? Which cat he want? Go ahead, y'all. Come on, y'all. We got to roll.
The nation of people that came went out unto, you said, because you mentioned that some people say Genesis 2 was a different man.
Right. Genesis 1:26.
Yeah, but so could you explain how they put that in there about then Cain that went out to?
That's made up.
So,
Made up. It ain't in the Bible.
why it's not in the Bible?
No.
So did he take a sister with him?
Yes, he did.
Okay, thank you.
See, because look, the law allowed brothers and sisters to marry. See, like in the kingdom, there's no marriage there because everybody is considered brothers and sisters. Even your mother and your father become your brother. Lot was Abraham's nephew, but he always spoke of Lot in the spirit as my brother, because we're spiritually tied more so than we are fleshly tied. He's my nephew in the flesh, but I count him a brother because we're on the same spiritual level of fighting evil. So in the resurrection, there's no marriage because those who die before the second coming will be turned to like angel status. So there's no marriage. All the angels are brothers and sisters. They don't intercourse with anybody. That's what Satan turned around. He got the female angels together and they went to work. And some people say, well, I don't never see female angels in there. You don't never see women in charge in the Bible. But Zephaniah mentioned women. And then First Corinthians say, they shall be like the angels. If that's include man and woman, then there's female angels. Because if a woman died, what else she gonna be? Turned into a man angel? So it's letting you know, Satan, all what he's doing on earth, he did up there, but he did it with supernatural. So that's why he wants to get you in that realm with the drugs. So he takes you out of your mental game, and now you're in a supernatural game. It's like you're unaware. It's like you're in what they say. They say it was like it was surreal. That's what you hear people like say. That means an out of body experience.
Who was it that came and said when God warned him, he said, there's female killed? Who
Yeah, he was just talking about his future offspring because that's who he ended up killing, his household.
Okay, thank you.
See, so he just said who gonna kill me because look, this the bottom line. You ain't got no genealogy of the people he was even talking about. Ain't no books mention the genealogy of another group of people on earth that has not been judged. Every group that went off got judged and was wiped out if they did that type of evil. Cain line was wiped out. They didn't get on the ark. So if they were to say that, they didn't get on the ark. See, now they're trying to put them on the ark and get them on this side now. See, the lie continues. No, it's not like that. It's never been like that, and it never will be. It's the lies of a deceiver that want you to believe there's other groups of people wandering around here with no judgment. Look, if you create an individual who don't know what fire is and you giving him commandments, how does he keep the commandments when he don't know what fire is? He don't know what truth is. He will pick a bug off his rear end and put it in his mouth. How will you then say God created this individual? Because when you look at Genesis 1:26, he gave that man all of his commandments. So you're saying he gave that to a caveman? That's like giving a baby a driver's manual at 2 months old. Here, now I want you driving by the end of the week. Get that damn ball out of your mouth and listen to me now. Read this manual. That's how silly that would be to say something like that. Or there's a people existing that turn into caves, live out of caves, and say God created this to do that. It don't make sense. It ain't gonna never make sense. It wasn't never around. That type of behavior wasn't even in the heavens. So how does it get down here on earth? No genealogy people. Just ask them, what is genealogy at? Death and destruction or judgment. I just need to see it. Where is it of this caveman? How did he get wiped out? And what was the reasoning that God took him off of this planet Earth? What's your reasoning? What scriptures you got? Zero. Let's get some more, y'all. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Can Brother Levi finish that out because it's.
What were you speaking of? Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah, I gotta get the glass.
yeah. Go ahead. Finish it out. Yeah, go ahead.
And,
Yeah.
and so perishes every young man,
Uh-huh.
darkening his mind,
Doing what to his mind?
darkening his mind from the truth,
Uh-huh.
and not understanding the law of God,
Not understanding what?
the law of Yah,
Yes.
nor obeying the admonishings of his father, also befell me in my youth.
See, he said, I went against my daddy, Jacob. So then he gonna go into y'all telling you how he was lusting after Bill Hall. He got her drunk first. Notice what Puffy and them do. They always got the alcohol. Get you drunk first. Then what happens is now you're in a supernatural state at this point because you had mind altering and took you over the top. So once you get into that realm, it's supernatural. And then when you wake up, you know, you realize that I done something, I'm having vision. I did something really bad. And then you realize the devil's sitting at the end of your bed and he's shaking his head like, y'all need to join somebody's church, which y'all was doing last night. Let's get some more, y'all. Let's go here. Come on, y'all, got to get going.
All right, we
We're in 2 Corinthians 11, 13 through 15. Because there's no head above the serpent, so he coming with the bad language, with the vile communication. Let no corrupt communication come out of your mouth. Y'all, that ain't just talking about railing or curse words. What they're talking about is anything that tells you God's truth is not the truth. That's corrupt communication. Let it not come out of your mouth unless it's for edification. So what that means is, like we explained in the Masons, when you get to the 32nd degree, you have to acknowledge that Lucifer is God. That's in their books. That's corrupt communication that we're allowed to speak to keep people away from the Masons. Just saying you black MF, that ain't cursing, that's railing. Cursing means to pronounce a curse on an individual for breaking the law. That's what a curse word is. Curse be the man that uncovered his father's nakedness, for he have come near to his mother. Curse be the man that lies with his father's brother's wife. Who is your father's brother's wife? That's why it says, she is thine aunt. So to uncover one's naked means to sleep with somebody you ain't supposed to. Ham uncovered the nakedness of Noah. But what did Noah mess up and do to allow him to do it? He got what? He got drunk. Got high on his own supply, so he wasn't in his right mind. The same way Lot got fooled and wasn't in his right mind. The same way Reuben got Bilhah out of her right mind. It's the same way Puffy gets you out of your right mind. And every superstar starts off with their brand of what? Liquor. And what got him in trouble? He went against the makers of the liquor and thought that was really his and challenged them. They say, you playing with us, ain't you? You going to the penitentiary. Now, Puffy's in solitary confinement right now. He got into a scuffle with some people. They say he held his own, but he the one in solitary confinement. So did he really hold his own? You know what I'm saying? He was holding on, scrapping.
But did he have sex with his own mother?
That's what they say Puffy was doing. That's what Nelly say. That word out there that him, Nelly, our St. Louis Nelly, was in the bed with his mom. Could be rumors. Could be rumors. But that's what them security guards and saying different things say. He had no problem. His mama kissing the mouth. They almost look like they be tongue kissing. And they find nothing wrong with it. Because there's nothing wrong with it to them. They have a different version of their kingdom. Like, there's no marriage in heaven. They say, everybody get down in our kingdom. Mother, brother, sister, uncle, it don't matter. If you like it, I like it. Let's get it, y'all. We got to get caught up. These last two verses. Come on, y'all, let's get it. We're at 4:17. We're at 2 Corinthians 11, 13 through 15. That's on you, Zed.
1 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 13.
Yes, sir.
For such are false apostles, deceitful workers.
What are they?
Deceitful workers.
Transforming
themselves into the apostles of Christ.
See, they'll sound like they for the Messiah, but the next thing you hear out of their mouth, Joseph is his natural father. And he had an unlawful fornication move with her to bring in the Messiah. Y'all understand what that's saying? That's changing the Messiah to be just like Adam. Because Adam came into fornication while he was sinless. So now they're trying to say the Messiah was born the same way while he was sinless. Let's get some more.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
And no marvel.
No what?
No marvel.
See, no wonder, y'all. We don't have to wonder about it. Go ahead.
For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Therefore,
it is no great thing if his ministries also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. whose end shall be according to their work.
Whose ends should be according to the work that transformed into angel light. You think because they dressed up with all them clothes and hexagram is the light, but it's darkness. Because all you have to ask him is show us where David ever produced this or where it's ever on David's clothing. If show us where it's ever on Israel tents and they traveled through the wilderness. Where is this hexagram of a star Renfram anywhere? It ain't there, y'all. We ain't never had the closest thing we ever had to tie it to the Messiah is that menorah because it represents the seven spirits that the Messiah had on him, that he would be born with seven spirits of righteousness. You read it in what's that, Isaiah 11?
Yes, sir.
And he should be born with these seven spirits. That's how we were able to identify who the Messiah was. Benjamin B. Carter took people over to the Demona Desert, said he was the Messiah. But yet y'all had passport schemes, told to scheme your parents, tell them you're going to borrow money from them, you're going to give it back to them, and you know you ain't. And that's the Messiah teaching guile.
Breaking commandments.
That's breaking commandments, and you get on the train with it. You want to believe or what? Lies. Let's get this next one. 2 Thessalonians 2, 1 through 12, y'all. And then we just going, while we got 15 minutes, y'all, we just going to run a little bit of a case study. We're going to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 because we're talking about wonders that the Antichrist going to put out. He going to do a lot of trickery, y'all. And you're going to see this AI's already got people already saying, man, you can see what AI do or Gronk or what is it called? That other, what is it? Something, whatever it is, y'all. They're starting to talk about it like it's God. But guess what the news reporters are telling you? It goes rogue. They already tell us up front, you can't trust it. They titled it so that you be held accountable. They titled it artificial what?
Exactly.
So who got the real intelligence?
You.
So why are now we're championing artificial intelligence as our God? See, that's how Satan gonna get out of it. He said, I told y'all what it was. I told y'all it was artificial. And y'all believe me? Let's get some more. You know that robot ain't no real woman.
It gave me teeth.
Boy, look here. Boy, look here. That you made a picture of yourself. Perfect teeth there.
Perfect. I'm like, where did you get that from?
Yeah. Boy, it's right there trying to trick you of visions you can chew peanuts to get me. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 1.
Yeah, chapter 2, verse 1 through 12.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1.
How we looking, y'all? Y'all there? Okay, go ahead, Zed. I'll catch up with you.
Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ,
So we beseech you, brother. We beg you, brother, about the second coming. Go ahead.
and by our gathering together unto him,
The great gathering, not the rapture, because the rapture is pre-tribulation. The great gathering is after tribulation, post-tribulation. Go ahead.
that ye be not soon shaken in mind,
Uh-huh.
or be troubled, neither by spirit,
Uh-huh.
nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand.
So don't be shook. And the only way you won't be shook is you're watching the signs. So you won't be shook like it's going down. Right now, been rapping with Jake and a few other people. I believe I know you and Nat been thinking about it too. But y'all, we feel something in the air. We about to get some major news on major information because they keep talking about now we through with releasing Epstein files. We're finna release the UFO file, but they're still calling them UFO, unidentified. No, everything in the Bible is identified, so it's their work. That's why the picture's never clear, and Bigfoot is never clear. They want it to stay blurry till we're ready to show it to you crystal clear. Y'all, do you know they can take 5,000 drones and make an image in the sky? And you looking at it, you like, wow, it's drones, y'all. Yo, this the technology they have. But this technology can't even compare to what was in the garden yet because this is all done through unrighteousness. They're only building these drones for war. They ain't building them for life. Let's get some more.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Let no man deceive you by any means,
By what means?
any means. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first,
Uh-huh.
and that the man of sin be revealed,
Uh-huh.
the son of perdition.
So let's get it all straight. The second coming ain't gonna happen until the Antichrist hit the earth. Ain't no need you looking at no other prophecies. Ain't no need you talking about no other prophecies. Until the Antichrist sits on the throne in Jerusalem and say, I'm God, then the second coming will happen after that. But up until now, that ain't happened. So ain't no need you trying to push nothing or force nothing. You cannot make the Antichrist be here before his time. You cannot make the Messiah come before his time. Our passing under the rod will be the test with the Antichrist to see if you take the mark of the beast. That's the test, y'all. We got because we in the wilderness of the people. It's 4 corners, not just one location in Egypt. It's worldwide. COVID hit worldwide, didn't it? Ain't this fire hit worldwide now? And it be all over fire and flood and rain.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes everywhere, y'all. So we're looking for it to happen, but life will go on as normal, y'all. People gonna keep getting married, they're gonna keep being family unit, then it gonna hit. But it ain't gonna hit before the Antichrist, before we know who he is. Let's get some more, y'all. Let's get caught up.
Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
So you're saying, what temple of God is he allowed to be in? He's gonna rebuild the second temple that was destroyed in Jerusalem. The only problem is the golden monks sit there of the Ishmaelites. It's their holiest site. They say Muhammad ascended to heaven from there. They got to move that out of the way so that they can put that third temple there for them. Well, that's going to bring all hell loose. That's why the battle was between Esau and the Ishmaelites. His 12 tribes, Palestinians, Arabs, and all of them, ISIS, all of them are Ishmael descended versus Esau and his 12 tribes are battling for a land that don't belong to them, like Crips and Blood battling for Jefferson Street. It's our block.
Right.
Until the police show up and say, tell them who block it is. Because both sides run away and hide in the dark from the police, from the law. So y'all, they scrap about that, and when they blow up that dome, all hell gonna break loose, it's gonna be threatened. That's when the Antichrist gonna come on the scene and stop that. The war like this.
Yeah.
There's going to be that peace made at that point that they shake hands. Esau and Ishmael. Ain't got nothing to do with Jacob. Let's get some more.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you,
Uh-huh.
I told you these things.
See how the Messiah come back on. He said, I already told y'all. So it's no reason for you to be deceived. Don't go around there on that block. They take your lunch money. And what you do, go around on that block and come back pockets tore off.
Like,
Not turn the inside off. I mean, they dug in your pocket and tore off your pants. So when you stick your hands in your pants, you just feel your thighs. And they told you not to go around and they was them type of jack artists.
that's cold.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
And now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mysteries of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Elohim shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So you see, the Antichrist is destroyed at the second coming, not the Most High. The Messiah comes before the Antichrist hit the earth. Go eat.
Even him whose coming is after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
With all power and signs and lying wonders. They're going to be tricks, y'all. It's going to be drone work.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4K work. It's going to be sleight of hand work. But he said, I already told you, until you see that man sit on that throne, don't go forward. Don't believe it. If you believe it and you ain't seen him, shame on you. You want to believe a lie. Was that the end of that, y'all?
Nah, I gotta finish it.
Verse 12, okay,
See it.
okay.
Going to 12.
Yeah, I think
I'm on 10.
Yeah, okay.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
See, they won't believe the truth that the Bible ain't tampered with. Only your mind has been tampered with. They like, man, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't like what Paul's saying. I don't believe what Paul's saying. Paul is a liar. You can't trust him. You know, the only thing they trust of Paul, the marriage bed is undefiled. They will actually quote that. You know why? Because they teach in their polygamy doctrine that two women, if I got two wives and I ain't got no more energy, they can go at it as long as I'm in the room watching what they do. Now you're going too far. Now do it like that. This is what we're talking about today. Change all the righteousness to unrighteousness, deceivableness, and they actually got the women thinking it's okay until they put them on Front Street. Then they start backpedaling. I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you that. Let's get some more.
And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusions,
What are you gonna send them?
strong delusions, that they should believe a lie.
That they should what?
Believe a lie.
See, because you want to believe it, so now I'm gonna send you the signs and wonder of them, so you go ahead and finish your foolish belief. You want to believe it anyway. Go ahead.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth.
Y'all see that term that they may be damned? That's sending them to the lake of fire. Damn, that's what damn means. Now look, we even changed language to start putting that on us. Well, I'll be damned. Hold on. What did you just let come out of your mouth? Do you know what you saying? Do you know what corrupt communication just came out there and there ain't no edifying with it?
They don't.
Now we're edifying, I'll be damned. You don't know what that word means. That means I'll go to the lake of fire. Well, send me to the lake of fire. Oh, I'll put this on my mom. I'll put this on my brother. The script says you can't put nothing on nobody. Your sins go on you. You think your mama, well, Lord, how you gonna judge me that? I had put that on my mama. Mama, didn't I put that on you?
Stop.
She gonna slap him.
Boy, look here. In the line. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12 again. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, had pleasure in unrighteousness.
They have pleasure in what?
Unrighteousness.
See, Puffy had pleasure in unrighteousness. But where he at now, the rules ain't the same. See, he ain't the puppet master in there. See, it's different rules in there. And same sex ain't the same in there because they violently taking it like Sodom and Gomorrah and stretching them in the bed. You know, 6 of them. See, it ain't the same. See, when they holler and take that, he don't want it. He want out. And by them putting him in solitary confinement, he had an early release date. Well, if they look at it and say, we pushing it back a year, what you doing? Fight. Especially for your rear end, you gave it away at all your parties. What you fighting about? Where we at?
Then the 12.
Okay, y'all, real quick, we're just gonna do a case study. We're gonna close out. And the case study is Abraham, because when he went to sacrifice Isaac, Satan appeared and transformed himself into a few different things. Old man, a young man, and there's always old man and young man. So real quick, Tobias, if you will, because Sister Mateo was online, she asked about Enoch and Elijah. The only 2 men that was born of the seed of Adam that never tasted death. Not yet, but they have to come back and taste death. They will face the Antichrist like Moses and Aaron faced Pharaoh. They will be back to face the Antichrist. We ain't seen them yet. They must come back first. See, all of that IUIC marching around in a circle with 200 of them, the script ain't never say go out as a gang in uniform. I send you out by how many? At the most 3. That's all I send you out. Pharaoh, the most powerful man on earth, didn't send all 12 tribes. He sent 2 people, Moses and Aaron. That's all I need is 2 of y'all. Because y'all coming with my supernatural power. You don't need a gang. Every time these camps show up, they got a gang of them in their uniform. It's supposed to only be 2. And you're supposed to go house to house. Why are they standing on street corners with a gang? hollering out. They got 12 do boys, 5 readers, and 2 that's like me. Running from Ezekiel 5:17, and the man said, that's right. That's all you get. How much of that you think you're gonna get somebody hollering and you pass by in your car with your window down? What you ready to say?
God, you
You
think,
keep driving.
God, you think decent in order.
Always decently in order. By the rules. Just ask them, why don't y'all go door to door? Y'all got a whole gang out in the if y'all broke it up by twos instead of being on that quick trip lot with that gang, y'all can go through Coperie in that neighborhood 2 by 2. They ain't gonna do nothing to you because they don't do nothing to the 2 old women from the Jehovah's Witness that come. Them gang members running out there. Here comes the Jehovah's Witness. Put that strap up. What you scared of? So you gonna gang it up in front of the quick trip or
Pride.
pride. That's what we talking about. Let's speed it up, y'all. Just got 8 minutes and 17 seconds. We're going to Jackson 22 and 41. Yes, sir. Somebody been in my dreams, boy. Look here, too, I'm gonna have to send you this. I don't know how he got in my dreams, boy.
Oh,
But
goodness.
he done showed my dunk contest in my dreams. Look here.
And they did it today with that sermon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, see, that you know, that's I had this in my dream.
AI.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. And look, somebody be arguing about tomorrow. I'm telling you, that is son. This skinny blacks ain't this. Send it in 2 by 2.
AI will trick you. Got this.
2 by, put that up when you get a chance.
Got
Boy,
this
skinny
elbow.
black and
Got his elbow above the ring.
boy, look here. I said that's what happened in the dream. Boy, look, I was in supernatural. Hell, if I can fly. Duncan part of flying in there.
They like Kelly, I believe I can fly.
My boy, look here. Let's get it, y'all. Jasher. Why 2 by put that up?
Don't put it on super.
Jasher chapter 22, verse 41. 2 by, you laughing already.
All right.
Skinny black, I see you the master that AI work.
Well, if he gave me teeth, I guess it lets you know.
Yeah. All right, this is the book of Jasher, chapter 22, verse 41.
Yes, sir.
And when Isaac was 37 years old,
How old was Isaac?
37 years old.
So look, y'all, the dark side always try to make us believe Isaac was a little boy when Abraham sacrificed him. 37 is a grown man. 37 make all the decisions. When Christ went to the cross, how old was he? 33, a grown man. So a grown man has to make his own decision. He just went done, Daddy. Why, Daddy? Why, Daddy? You know I'm an imbecile. I'm 37 and don't know how to wipe my rear end. Why, Daddy?
He
That's
wanted
a
to
grown man.
He wanted
He
to go like
wanted
this
to
like
go.
that.
See, because he knew truth and righteousness, but we're going to get into this a little bit. Go ahead, bro.
Ishmael, his brother, was going about with him in the tent.
See, Ishmael, his brother, so Ishmael is still hanging around, and he's 37 years old. Go ahead.
And Ishmael boasted of himself to Isaac,
Uh-huh.
saying, I was 13 years old when the Lord spoke to my father to circumcise us.
Uh-huh.
And I did according to the word of the Lord, which he spoke to my father. And I gave my soul unto the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And I did not transgress his word, which he commanded my father.
Yes, sir. So I got circumcised, like you told me. Go ahead.
And Isaac answered Ishmael, saying, Why dost thou boast to me about this, about a little bit of thy flesh, which thou didst take from thy body, concerning which the Lord commanded?
He like, you making a big deal. You ain't got the blunt look no more. It's a big deal. That's on a little piece of flesh. That's what you banking this on. The part that's already dying. You banking everything on dying flesh. And that little bit of flesh that they chopped off, that's your claim to flame. Let's get some more. Because guess what? Nobody was circumcised up into Abraham. Adam wasn't circumcised. Noah wasn't circumcised. Nobody got circumcised. Abraham was the first to be circumcised on this earth. Let's get some more.
Verse 44.
Yeah.
And as the Lord liveth, the Elohim of my father, Abraham, if the Lord should say unto my father, take now thy son Isaac, and bring him up an offering before me, I would not refrain, but I would joyfully exceed it to.
So look, this is what he's saying. He like, look, you bragging on that flesh. I'm gonna do you one better. If the Lord told my daddy to sacrifice me, there'll be no problem with that. See, you talking about a little piece of flesh. I'm talking about going to the death. I'm talking about my life leaving this planet as I know it, and you talking about a piece of flesh. Go ahead. What does it say?
And the Most High heard the word that Isaac spoke
Uh-huh.
to Ishmael, and it seemed good in the sight of the Lord. And he thought to try Abraham in this matter.
Who did he try?
Abraham.
Why didn't he try Isaac? Because Isaac said, my daddy is so tight with the Lord, and I know how good everything he trained me, I know what the situation is. He gave me to my parents. My daddy was 99 and my mama was 90 when he gave them to me. You know it was a supernatural birth, and I know it was a supernatural birth. So whatever's going down, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And that was in his mindset. But he didn't try Isaac. He only tried the words of Isaac. That's why we have to be careful when I say I put that on my mama. Your mama don't know nothing about what she went through in the dark. How you gonna put that on her? And not only that, but we started to put it on our children. I'm on my 4 kids.
You ain't put nothing on your 4 kids in 5 years.
Boy, look at boy. At least the books.
Nothing.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 46. And the day arrived when the sons of God came and placed themselves before the Most High. And Satan also came with the sons of Yah before the Master.
So we read this in the book of Job, chapter 1 and 2, that they can come up and question the Most High and say, the accuser of man, we want to try one of your servants. They are allowed to do that because we say we believe with our mouth and they got familiar spirit. Did you hear what he just said? He said he took him to death. They will report back to Satan and Satan report to the Most High. One of your candidates, one of your heads,
Fat mouth.
was talking about if you did this, that. But we're going to get into why Satan went to the Lord, because he said, Abraham don't love you no more. The Lord keeps saying, Abraham loved me. He's like my friend. But he keeps saying, Abraham don't care about you no more because you finally gave him what he didn't have, a son. He already had Ishmael if it was about a son.
He didn't even invite you to the party.
And,
Ishmael was born before Isaac. Go ahead.
and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Uh-huh.
And the Most High said to Satan, what is thy word to me concerning all the children of the earth?
Uh-huh.
And Satan answered the Most High and said, I have seen all the children of the earth who serve thee and remember thee when they require anything from thee. And when thou givest them the thing which they require from thee, they sit at their ease and forsake thee, and they remember thee no more.
It said, like, you gave Abraham a son. He ain't thought about you since then. He don't care nothing about you since you gave him Isaac. But notice he didn't mention Ishmael. Ishmael was born first, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Let's get some more.
Hast thou seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and he served thee and erected altars to thee wherever he came, and he brought up offerings upon them, and he proclaimed thy name continually to all the children of the earth. And now that his son Isaac is born to him, he has forsaken him. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land, and the Lord he has forgotten.
And you read this in Genesis 16 through 18 chapter when Isaac was born, and Abraham invited everybody to the weaning of Isaac when Isaac got off the breast milk. He invited kings from the African nations, kings from other nations around to see the miracle child. Go ahead.
For amidst all that he has done, he brought thee no offering, neither burnt offering, nor peace offering, neither ox, lamb, nor goat of all that he killed on the day that his son was weaned,
Uh-huh.
even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years.
So Satan even know how old Isaac is. He say he's 37. He no little boy like these naysayers try to make when they say your God is a murderer. He killed children. Is 37 a child?
No.
See, they try to make you think it was Jeremiah's son over there or DJ carrying his own wood to the sacrifice. Let's get some more.
He built no altar before thee, nor brought any offering to thee. For he saw that thou didst give what he requested before thee, and he therefore forsook thee. And the Lord said to Satan, hast thou thus considered my servant Abraham? For there is none like him upon earth, a perfect and upright man before me, one that feared Yah and avoided it evil, as I live, were I to say unto him, bring up Isaac thy son before me.
Y'all see what the Most High say? He said, I know Abraham so well. If I told him to bring that son up, what he said?
He would not withhold him from me.
Uh-huh.
Much more if I told him to bring up a burnt offering before me from his flock of herds. And Satan answered the Lord and said, speak then now unto Abraham, as thou hast said, and thou wilt see whether he will not this day transgress and cast aside thy word.
And he said the same thing about Job. When you put that heat on him, he gonna turn his back on you. But notice what he said. Don't touch his soul, Satan. You can touch his flesh. First thing he did was kill Job's children. That's Job's flesh. They came out of Job. You understand? He killed his flesh, his offspring. That's Job's flesh. Like Adam said to Eve when she came out of his rib, he said, now flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone. And guess what he did? He listened to his flesh. And that bone that was made flesh, that's what he took instructions from instead of who created him. Y'all understand? So he followed flesh. We ain't to chase flesh, y'all. Is that it for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna just pick up a little bit. We're gonna just read a couple verses of this of where Satan transformed, and then y'all we're just gonna hit one verse in the apocalypse of Elijah, showing you Enoch and Elijah, and the homework will be Nicodemus 21. I tell you what, only part of Nicodemus 21, we're gonna read about the two sons that came back that was resurrected with the Messiah, because the only thing the Antichrist won't be able to do is resurrection. We're gonna go to it real quick, sis. Yeah, no, we're gonna try to run it real quick while we got 4 minutes. Yeah, too bad gonna put it up, the book of Nicodemus. So grab that's in the lost books. So lost books right here. If you need this, we come on up and get it. But real quick, y'all, we just want to show Satan masquerading to Abraham. He's gonna do these same things, but all the script line up. The only tricks he's gonna do is turn himself from young to old, or from old to young. Go ahead, what it say? Start about Jasher 23 and pick it up about 25. Y'all read 1 through that, but for time's sake, we have to pick it up right at his masquerading as somebody else. Jasher chapter 23, verse 25.
Yeah, book of Jasher, chapter 23. We're starting at verse 25.
Yeah.
And it says, and whilst Abraham was proceeding with his son Isaac along the road, Satan came and appeared to Abraham in the figure of a very aged man, humble and of contrite spirit. And he approached Abraham and said to him, art thou silly or brutish, that thou goest to do this thing this day to thine own son? For Yah gave thee a son in thy latter days, in thy old age, and wilt thou go and slaughter him this day because he committed no violence? And wilt thou cause the soul of thine own son, only son, to perish from the earth?
So Satan is talking supernatural because he know how Isaac was birthed. Why does he not mention Ishmael as his son? Because if y'all get back to verse 24, and I just want y'all, not now, but go back to 24, and you will see how Ishmael and Eleazar was discussing like Crips and Bloods, I know the inheritance gonna be to me.
But so how he said, he wasn't gonna sacrifice his son. Now he's trying to convince him not to sacrifice.
Yeah. See, that's how the devil works. He trying to convince Abraham, man, you silly. Ain't God ain't gonna tell you that. But go ahead, just run it down to 28. Y'all read the rest of that, and y'all gonna see him transfigured into even what we call a mirage, like a body of water. He said that's the devil. Y'all go. Shalom, sister. Man. Look, he walking out with you. Stay close to her, sis, just for a second. Yeah, go ahead.
Dost thou not know and understand that this thing cannot be from the master? For the Lord cannot do unto man such evil upon earth. Say to him, go slaughter thy child. And Abraham heard this and knew that it was the word of Satan.
What did he know it was?
Knew that it was the word of Satan, who endeavored to draw him aside from the way of the Lord. But Abraham would not hearken to the voice of Satan. And Abraham rebuked him so that he went away. And Satan returned and came to Isaac.
Now he had Isaac. Go ahead.
And he appeared unto Isaac in the figure of a young man, comely and well favored.
Y'all read the rest of that because Isaac gonna tell him the same thing again. If my father said it, then word is bond. But right now, y'all, to tie that in, we want to get with just an apocalypse of Elijah, and Tubai gonna put it up. But Tubai, you got that photo ready? Put up that.
Duncan Dad.
Yeah. Yes, sir, y'all. We're going to the apocalypse of Elijah, first chapter. What's that to all that know?
That's me. I just turned my mic up.
Oh,
Picture up there.
what's the apocalypse of Elijah? But put that photo up to about.
Don't worry about the phone.
Yeah, I want them to see, boy, what dreams are do for you.
It ain't in your dream.
That's what I'm saying. The dreams not sent by the Most High. They just lead to praise.
You know,
Sirach 34.
say lift up fools.
Yeah, yes, sir. It lifted me up, boy. I say that's a dream.
Oh, good.
All right, y'all, we're going to apocalypse of Elijah.
Started,
How you looking, Tubai?
we started verse 1.
There it is, y'all. Y'all see
I'm
that?
finna get it up.
Wait a minute, what you dunking on Urkel?
Boy, look here. You see what I'm dumping on here? He's sick too. Y'all see that?
I guess.
You see that out there? Yes, sir. Y'all see that defender about 6'5"?
You see, put your knee up to your chest.
Look here. That was crazy, man. But go ahead, y'all. We're going to Apocalypse of Elijah, chapter 1. Y'all, I'm just going to read this real quick. We just read Jasher that he switches from old man to young man, but it's a certain thing he ain't going to never be doing. You got that up, bro?
The score 2-9.
I'm trying to get it up now.
Boy, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a lot of that statement.
You like that, did you, Penny Yahoo?
Right.
Oh, man.
Okay, where you going in this?
Like
I got y'all right here. Go ahead.
chapter 1, starting verse 1.
Yeah.
It says, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, say to this people, why do you add sin to your sins and anger the Lord God who created you?
Is that? You want to get right to the heart of the matter? Hold on, let's see. What verse is it exactly? To about Apocalypse of Elijah. Let me get it right here. Chapter 1, right?
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3, I'm sorry. Go down chapter 3. Sorry, y'all. Chapter 3. Yeah, and this gonna match up with 2 Thessalonians, y'all. So the testament of Elijah. Chapter 3, verse 1. Go ahead and run it real quick, bro.
All right, it says, in the 4th year of that king, the son of lawlessness will appear, saying, I am Hamashiach.
Ain't that what the Messiah said? Many shall come and say, I'm the Messiah. Go ahead.
Although he is not.
Right.
Don't believe.
Do what?
Don't believe him. When the Christ comes, he will come in the manner of a convoy of doves with the crown of doves surrounding him. He will walk upon the heaven's vaults with the sign of the cross leading.
Uh-huh.
The whole world will behold him like the sun which shines from the eastern horizon to the western.
We seen that in Matthew 24 as when lightning shines from the east to the west, then shall come the Son of Man. Go ahead.
This is how he will come
Uh-huh.
with all his angels surrounding him.
Yes, sir.
But the son of lawlessness will, but the son of lawlessness will begin to stand again in the holy place.
Uh-huh.
He will say to the sun, fall, and it will fall.
Uh-huh.
He will say, shine, and it will do it.
So, y'all, what we're already seeing is China is already making their own moon and sun virtual. Just Google right now, China creates its own sun and moon. Go ahead.
He will say, darken, and it will do it.
Uh-huh.
He will say to the moon, become bloody, and it will do it.
Yeah.
He will go forth with them from the sky. He will walk upon the sea and the rivers as upon dry land. He will cause the lame to walk.
So you'll see a test out there right now. What they're doing, they're taking like, what's that ice called? Dry ice. They have it in a canister, and what they're doing is spraying it in front of swimming pools as they walk. It immediately freezes the water, and they walk across like they're walking on water. You're gonna holler at a miracle, but all you're gonna be doing is ordering it off of Temu. You know, it ain't a miracle. It's just a device made to make you think it's a miracle. Go ahead.
He will cause the deaf to hear.
So hearing aids, y'all, but that's not, you got to keep putting them in your ear. It's not a permanent hearing aid. What you say, I can't leave the house because I can't hear unless I got my hearing aid. What we're talking about is artificial intelligence. Go ahead.
He will cause the dumb to speak.
Yeah.
He will cause the blind to see.
You just put chips in for that as well. Oh, but all you're seeing is shadows. You're not seeing really crystal clear image. But seeing, you look at it like, well, at least I can see the shape of you. Go ahead.
The lepers he will cleanse.
Yeah.
The ill he will heal.
Uh-huh.
The demons he will cast out. He will multiply his signs and his wonders in the presence of everyone.
Uh-huh.
He will do the works which the Christ did, except for raising the dead alone.
Except for what?
Raising the dead alone.
This was separation. The Messiah from the Antichrist. He can't do resurrection. Go ahead.
In this you will know that he is the son of lawlessness, because he is unable to give life. For behold, I will tell you his signs so that you might know him. He is of a skinny-legged young lad.
A skinny-legged young lad.
Having a tuft of gray hair at the front of his bald head.
So he's a skinny young lad. I'm talking about skinny jeans or baggy on. Go ahead.
His eyebrows will reach to his ears.
So his eyebrows,
Unibrow.
They look like the arms off a pair of sunglasses. You're talking about a unibrow. Go ahead.
There is leprous bare spot on the front of his hands. He will transform himself in the presence of those who see him. He will become a young child. He will become old.
See, same thing we just read, Jackson, young and old. But he's going to have a spot of hair up here that, see, even if he changes to young, that piece of hair is still there so you continually to know who he is. Right. See, but by that picture 2x4 with tails coming out, you're going to have all the nations saying, it must be a God with that tuft of hair on the bald head. People, can y'all picture a dreadlock just coming out of his head?
Yeah.
And he bald head, and if he turned himself back to old, that same dreadlock in the same spot. This is how you're going to know who he is. Plus, he's skinny legged. See, they have these things of people, they call them night walkers, you know what they be talking about when they be catching them on film.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of walkers they call?
Skinwalkers.
What kind of walkers?
Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers. So he gonna come as a skinwalker, you know, with legs like that. That's what gonna make you think it got to be God because they're already telling you UFOs coming. Go ahead, what else to say? Just finish that last one out, verse 18.
That therein you will know that he is the son of lawlessness.
Now, just real quick, y'all, we're gonna close out with Nicodemus. We just want to get to 21, chapter 21, and we just gonna hit Matthew 27, and we're gonna close out. Because a lot of people say we don't believe in lost books, but everything we read in the lost book could be found in the 64 books of the Bible. So we're going to Nicodemus chapter 21, and all of them just get to the point. Hold on, let me get it right there. 21, Nicodemus. And Nicodemus was a Pharisee that finally, in Romans 3, that had to come clean. Or what was it, John? That way he said, John 3.
Yeah.
That what Nicodemus said, I know you got to be from God. I know who I work with.
Right.
These Negroes ain't doing nothing around here.
Ain't making
Just sharp and wearing fancy clothes. You got to be from God.
So-
We ain't never healed nobody.
Yeah.
We took all the widow money and she had
Four.
that pain for David.
Yeah. Every day. 20.
21 and pick it up. Verse 4. Yo, and I'm just jumping to verse 4. We can go back, but y'all read all of Nicodemus chapter 21. We just gonna go to verse 4 through verse 10. Run it real quick, bro.
The book of Nicodemus, chapter 21, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
The archangel Michael, Father commanded us to go beyond Jordan to an excellent and fat country
Uh-huh.
where there are many who rose from the dead along with us for the proof of the resurrection of Christ.
So who these two individuals are is they are pre-son. Two sons were put to death because of this. It's in the scripture, y'all. We're going to get to Matthew and explain it to you. But these two individuals resurrected. When the Messiah first resurrected, he resurrected other people as well. The problem is you can't have two funerals under this sun. You cannot have two funerals because Hebrews 9:20 is appointed for man to die once and then it's the judgment. That's not going to Elijah have to come back and be put to death by the Antichrist one time. And then it says, we seen them ascend up to heaven after the one was done. But go ahead and read on.
For we have only 3 days allowed us from the dead.
From the work?
From the dead.
Uh-huh.
Who arose to celebrate the Passover of our Lord with our parents and to bear our testimony for Christ.
So they came back, they were resurrected to do the Passover with their parents. Go ahead.
And we have been baptized in the holy river of Jordan, and now they are not seen by anyone.
Uh-huh.
This is as much as God allowed us to relate to you.
So it ain't gonna be telling you what the kingdom of heaven is like and who I saw your big mama, because they're coming from the third level of paradise where you rest and you sleep till it's time for the second come. They ain't up walking around and slapping fives and playing dominoes. They sleep. Just like Revelation 6 and 9. And what are the souls underneath the altar? Just like Ezra, 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 38. The souls under the altar that's resting already got their white robes. That's what we bring back with it. Those who die in Christ, because the resurrected don't get remarried, and they go directly to the third heaven. That's what he's bringing it back with him. Go ahead. What else to say?
Give ye therefore praise and honor to him and repent, and he will have mercy upon you. Peace be to you from the Lord God Jesus Christ, and the Savior of us all. Amen. Amen.
And as you go on and read the rest of that, we don't because we got to move to this Matthew 27 to show you that there was others that the Messiah resurrected when he resurrected. He resurrected Lazarus before he was put to death. But Lazarus had to be in the grave 4 days so he wouldn't be looked at as the Messiah. Because he was prophesied 3 days for him. So Lazarus was in the ground 3 days. And he called his name like OG said. He called him by his name. If he hadn't said Lazarus, everybody would have came out of the grave. Before his crucifixion. So he said, Lazarus, come forth. Lazarus was eating with him. He came back and said everybody was coming around to see him, but guess what? There's no writings of a second funeral for Lazarus. Lazarus was called up. Just like they said, we got 3 days to report to y'all, and then we're going to be called back up. Because we can't die down here again. It will violate the scriptures. So real quick, y'all, we're going to close out Matthew 27.
Matthew chapter 27, verse 52.
You need to back it up and go forward there. Oh, that's good. Pick it up at 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say 50.
When he was crucified, so we know he was crucified.
Matthew chapter 27, verse 50.
Yeah, we're just gonna run it down a couple verses. We're gonna close out.
Yahushua, when he cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rock rent, and the graves were open.
What was open?
The graves were open. And many bodies of the saints which slept arose.
What was the saints doing?
Slept.
See, that's what we're talking about under the third level of heaven. That's called paradise or Abraham's bosom. You either gonna be on one side, sleeping and resting, or you're gonna be on the other side, being in torments, ready for the lake of fire. You go from torments to the lake of fire. See, they're not in no flame. They're just being tormented. Like what is it? Luke 11 or John 11, where the rich man said, "Look, Moses, if you will, just go back and tell Abraham to tell my people don't come to this place." He said, "They got the law and the prophet. That's all we get. You got the law and the prophet. If they tell them, look, hey, one come from the dead, they still ain't gonna believe unless it gets in their heart." Go ahead and run it out.
53.
Yeah.
And came out of the graves after his resurrection.
After his what?
Resurrection. And went into the holy city and appeared unto men.
Now y'all read that, all of that Nicodemus chapter 21, and it matches up with this person. But the only difference is gonna name the two individuals of that priest. They killed their sons in front of them, and they came back to testify. Go eat.
Now when the centurion and they that were with him watching, Yahushua saw the earthquake and those things that were done, they feared greatly, saying, truly, this is the Son of God.
What did they say?
Truly, this is the Son of God.
See, that miracle allowed them to know it's the Son of God because it's resurrection. The Antichrist will not be able to do resurrection. The closest he gonna do is make a iRobot of your grandma. And all you're gonna do is take all the information from all of y'all talking about Big Mama. She gonna know your favorite dish. She gonna know all of this, so that robot gonna pretend to be resurrected one. But it ain't gonna work, y'all, because it cannot deal with truth. Y'all, then we're gonna close out. We hope we got some good understanding.
Oh, that's Luke 16.
Luke 16, yeah, absolutely, bro. Levi, want that boy like that hip song, boy, was nutritious and delicious.
Yeah. All praise.
Y'all ain't truth, nutritious and delicious. See, a lie may be wickedly sweet,
Let's turn it up.
but it sours you at the end. You know what I'm saying? Boy, that was so good, but my stomach hurt now. Boy, them pork chops was good, but my head is swimming now.
They wouldn't
That
agree with you. No, they wouldn't.
how we want to believe a lie. You know what this doing to you. You stand up and it starts spinning like you're on the Tom Twister at Six Flags. You know it ain't good for you.
No, it's not good for you. I'm just saying.
Let's close out, y'all. We got any questions up concerning too bad. As we close out on Know Your Spiritual Letters, y'all, you got to know your letters because the Antichrist is coming with his name in letters. You're gonna see the wrong name, y'all, and we've been told his name ain't gonna add up. I see what you put back up there too by getting one last look.
Yes, sir.
Well, how you put? Yeah. That's exactly like what I had glasses on, and yes, sir.
Hey, sir.
Yes, sir.
198 to 0.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Boy, look, I'm in the supernatural, Teddy.
Down to the Guinness World Record.
Yes, sir.
All praise the Most High. The Holy Son, with the Most High's permission, in the name of his only begotten Son. Psalms 98.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sing unto the Most High a new song.
Yeah.
For he has done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm has gotten him victory.
Yes, sir.
The Elohim has made known his salvation. His righteousness has he openly shown in the sight.
Yes, sir.
He has. He has remembered his mercy and his truth toward the house of Israel.
Yes, sir.
All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God.
Yes.
Make a joyful noise unto the Most High.
Yes, sir.
All of the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice.
Yeah.
And rejoice and sing praise.
Yeah,
Sing unto the Most High with the heart.
yeah,
With the heart and the voice of song.
yeah.
With trumpets and the sound of the cornet.
Yes, sir.
Make a joyful noise before the Most High, the King. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof. The world and they that dwell therein.
Yes, sir.
Let the floods clap their hands.
Yes,
Let the hills be joyful together
yes,
before the Elohim. For he cometh to judge the earth.
yes.
With righteousness shall he judge the world and the people with equity.
Hallelujah. Say God. Yes, sir. All praises, y'all. Hope we got some good understanding, y'all. We got the 7-month feast going, y'all. Jacob has the calendar up, so there's no reason for you to miss out and know what day it is, y'all. The 7-month calendar is up on the Hebrew One site. Also, tune in to Walk on the Dark Side, y'all. It's going to be explosive of the nations telling why they really hate us out of their mouth. It's just butt naked, pure jealousy, but y'all tune in tonight at 7 p.m. With all that, y'all, shalom, y'all, family.
Shalom.
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 Shouts out to my, thank you so much, brethren.
I'm see.
One love, family, all praises. Shabbat shalom.
Really good, like we cheated.
One love, Michael, I hear you.
Oh, that's 2 miles now. Hey. How you doing, brother? Touch it on, bro. Yes, sir.